We are live. And yes, the title is meant to say 167th. It's Nick's birthday. It's his 167th birthday. Look at it.
I'm like a Highlander. I chop off heads and I stay youthful. That's why, Jammin' John looks so much older than me. Like, seriously. It looks like a raisin with a flesh mask on.
You can't see the gray in my beard.
Yeah, because you can't grow a beard.
I can't grow a beard. Well, look, it's finally like the middle's growing in too. So it only took 42 years.
You had it on layaway, right?
I did. I finally paid it off.
That's good. That's good. Well, I mean, installments, because there's the rest of it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I got at the rate I'm going, I've got at least 25 to 30 more good years.
You'll have maybe a beard by then. Thank you, everyone, for all the birthday wishes too. That's man, it's weird. Well, not so much the birthday part, because that shit happens every year. I beat my record for consecutive days lived, every day, honestly. But the 5 years for the channel is kind of the big one. That's just kind of crazy. We've been doing this for 5 years. We recorded our first video on my birthday, and then we took a long time putting it together, and it didn't come out until January.
Well, yeah. Well, so when it started, I remember. I don't know if you remember. Do you remember when we started? We were going to do just a podcast format.
Yeah, I think. Well, I think it just kind of turned into like, we just decided, like, screw it, man. The YouTube seems like fun, because we were watching other YouTubers do it, and I mean, they seemed like they were having fun. And then we realized it was really difficult. Yeah, no, I'm actually 24. Totally different than Rin's situation. Yeah. 23 was taken, so.
I don't.
He hates it. He hates it. He complains about it every day.
I don't hate it. What's interesting is now songs from that album come on random, and I'm like, fuck yeah. And then I look and I'm like, this is from Altars of Madness. I'm like, fuck. Okay.
I'm kind of a dick. God damn it.
Yep, kind of a dick. But I mean, looking back on it, would it be number 6? No. Would it be number 1? No. So
it's my number 2. It's borderline perfect for me. I mean, nothing touches Covenant. Covenant's the masterwork.
And they're loving you.
Everyone. What's up, Josh? What's up, Levi? Thank you again for all the birthday wishes. It's been fun. I mean, actually, I don't know, I did most of my Christmas shopping today, and I was out when it was like snowing and wet and shitty. And God, man, I went out to Fallen Timbers. Man, that place is about dead. Like, there's barely any stores there, dude.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude.
Well, I mean, part of their issue is the construction through there. They keep fucking that area as far as construction is concerned.
No, it's been dying for a while because they built it so close to Levis Commons.
Yeah, I guess that. Well, I don't know. They're a little far off.
Yeah, I mean, well, it was. It's a little out in the middle of nowhere. Hey, there's Jeff. Bitch tits. Excuse me, old man. I mean, if he didn't have a YouTube channel, I would be reasonably sure that, Jeff would not know how to work technology. Like, I'm pretty sure he still writes notes in Sanskrit. That was the language he learned early on.
Sure.
Back when he was a wee lad at 35.
A wee lad at 35.
What's up, Addie? Oh, yeah, dude. What's up, Puss? Right? Yeah, dude, Christmas. That's the wonderful thing about the day my birthday falls on, is I know it's exactly just a week before Christmas. I already can't wait for it to be over.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm done.
Yeah, I still got more Christmas shopping to do, but boy, was it Thrax Sui? How much hookers and blow today? None, sadly. 45, I can't do as much hookers and blow anymore.
There's a game at Books A Million called Hookers and Blow.
It's weird. I think a lot of people have been playing that game for years before it was a card game.
I've never played the hookers part.
I did get a game though. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, dude, I'm stoked. I want to see this game. We got to play. Wait till you guys see this game. It's sweet. I'm gonna beat him too. Watch. We're gonna play for the first fucking time. I'm gonna beat him, and then he's never gonna play again. And I can't wait for that moment. Today, Junior.
The other room, dickhead. First, I wanted to show that. You got a nice little gremlin, because gremlins rule. And then we got a Thing tabletop game, Infection Outpost 31. Yeah, I definitely want to check this out. I haven't done like a flat-out tabletop game in a while. It should be a lot of fun.
Not since we played Pandemic with Miller.
Oh yeah, dude, I remember that one. God, I don't remember us doing very well. I'm pretty sure like everyone in the world died courtesy of us.
I've never won that game ever, regardless of who I play with. I've never won. No one has. We just lose.
Well, I mean, it's a pandemic. I think we all lost. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm going to go over all the rules here because I want to keep it kind of fresh. But all I know is if I get any card that says I have to give anyone CPR in that game, no, they die. I know what happens. I've seen that movie like 167 times. We'll go with that.
Damn, Pat. I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus. Man. Well, I'm glad you're able to pop in for a little bit, and I hope you have like a pretty decent. Oh, yeah. Yeah, Jeff, that is a board game. Nice little tabletop game. I know you're a big fan of this one. Yeah, man, I'm looking at the cards. Oh, do you get to play? Oh, yeah, no, they have all the characters. Childs, McCready,
Sweet.
Blair.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet. We should play.
Hey, you want to jump in here, Jeff? Man, they're remembering all the hits, aren't they? Are you clicking on too?
I'm clicking. Right. You can click.
All right. I just want to click on this one.
I did. I was clicking on the same thing. Yes, I'm still a fan. I think it's a great album.
Yeah, that game sounds really interesting. I also got a book, a gag book called Jurassic Christ. And I'll read you the synopsis because it's funny. It's time for Jesus to attempt his second coming, but linear time progression doesn't apply to extra-spatial deities. So he ends up coming again long before the first time, the Jurassic period. Once he arrives, expecting to see a bunch of human beings who's been waiting for him for two millennial seasons, he is surprised to find himself in a weird civilization full of thunder lizards. Jesus goes into full predator mode, arming himself to the teeth and slaughtering them wholesale, trying to find someone who's capable of nailing him to a cross so he can go back home. However, dinosaurs don't have thumbs. Action, adventure, insanity, and good old-fashioned heresy awaits. Cool. All right, yeah. Just shoot me a message, or I'll just drop. Or do you want to? You got him on Facebook?
I don't know if I have Jeff on Facebook. Here, I'll just send you the link, and you can forward it to him.
Oh, well, I can just send the link right here.
Oh, well, then do that.
Tell you what, I'm just going to copy the link and put it in your Facebook, Jeff. Let's see. There we go. All right, so they're waiting for you.
Cool.
Hold on here. I try to forget my birthdays in December or ever. Actually, I found out today that it's also John McKenty's birthday. And I thought that was really cool. I didn't even think to bring that up while talking to him. And it was also the late, great, and unfortunately recently departed Geordie's from Killing Joke. It was his birthday. So he would have been 65 today if, things didn't happen.
Right. Bummer.
But yeah, outside of that, like the famous birthdays things, my go-tos have always been Steven Spielberg and Joseph Stalin, two very opposite ends of the spectrum there.
Yeah, that's not what you want. Man, we got 41 fucking people considering we
just started this.
Yeah, consider this kind of came out of nowhere and there wasn't really too much I don't know, words are hard.
Yeah, did you have Sad Wings at 12? I didn't
know that's
shred. No. Yeah, that one kind of caught me off guard when we were calling them out, early. It was like, oh man, you might get savaged instead of, John for once.
And it's nice. It's nice to have a break from the savagery, even though it's the internet and no one forgets.
Oh man. But yeah, the year-end lists gone really well so far. I think John is possibly up next.
So I'm going to film it either Wednesday or Thursday. I was going to talk to you when you wanted to do that. Not tomorrow, obviously. But, either Wednesday or Thursday. And then since I'm editing it, Lord only knows. I could spend time in my office swearing.
I mean, here you go.
I do. I shred all the time. That's part of our dynamic.
That's your one right there. It's like, yeah, man. Like I may have had altars at 6, but you had Sad Wings at 12.
Yep. I do. I troll him all the time. We haven't talked to Shred much. He's
working. He's been busy. I mean, It's also holidays and such. Ugh. Yeah, like I said, once things settle down from the holiday madness. Let's see. What was this one? Oh, all right. Well, hey, man, get some sleep. Study hard. Pay attention. Go to school so you don't end up dumb like us.
Right.
We is dumb.
Go to school so you don't start a YouTube channel.
Terrible idea. I mean, it seems like fun, but we're crying on the inside, like way inside. Like
it's
almost like we're not doing it.
On the inside, I'm in tears. Where I've been for the last 5 years. Well, where I've been for the last 42 years. But who's math?
See, again, we didn't go to school. Actually, we're toying around with an idea for that, like putting a different spin on it, and it's gonna take some schedules lining up. But we definitely want to do some album versus album stuff again because those are always fun because those inspire fun arguments.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, we're gonna have some fun with that.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What'd you eat? Shoes.
Oh, dude. We had cod and like some really nice potatoes, and then carrot cake because carrot cake is awesome.
Yeah.
Also, Rin is working on a year-end list too. So now that he's back and he's been, listening to a lot of the same stuff we've been listening to, he's going to come out with a year-end list too, and he's finding out how difficult that is again.
Yeah. His message today said, "This sucks." Yes, it does.
Oh, I mean, I don't know if I have nasty. I mean, we got spicy. I mean, this hot sauce is called Peril.
Yeah.
But I might try a little bit on the collection update that's associated with this, because this is associated with the band Filth Spewer. So might give it a whirl. If it's absolutely horribly painful, yeah, we might do something with that.
It's not. I messaged him.
Damn.
You said you were gonna eat some, and I was like, all right, tell me, is it gonna melt his butthole shut? And he was like, not really. Okay. Not
really? Like, how about a no? Miller seems like he's doing pretty good. He's got about 5 to 4 week healing period.
I think he's probably down to like 3 weeks now.
Yeah, he's doing better. Like he's stuck with his arm in a sling right now, and it's a slow heal. He told me all about the procedure itself, even though I didn't want to know all the details. Like now, I was like, oh, you drill a hole into the bone, and the marrow kind of acts like glue, and I'm like, cool, that's fantastic.
Luckily, he told me in the morning before I ate, so
I definitely eaten. He had just ate too. I was like, oh, this is fucking fine.
They don't give a shit. When I used to live there, Danielle would be watching people popping zits while trying to eat dinner, and she'd be like, "Isn't this cool?" I'd be like, "Get out!" But you can't kick somebody out of their own house. But yeah.
Oh, dude, Horrendous is absolutely amazing. Like that album fucking blew me away. Kind of curious. I mean, I've seen a lot of different number ones in the comments for my list, and yeah, dude, this year was just like loaded with stuff. Like, actually, a lot of you guys have brought up a lot of albums that I just didn't get a chance to listen to, and this is kind of that time where my collection updates will be shit I missed. So I'm looking forward to actually. No,
of course.
Like, oh, it's what's inside that lumpy piece of skin. Oh, it's cottage cheese, mashed potatoes. Yeah, my mom likes watching that. Oh my goodness! Careful, you get arthritis in that finger.
Yeah,
I heard every knuckle crack.
Yeah, feeling it, man. Feeling it.
You've been careful. You're right by a plug.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Like, as long as you don't cook yourself. You're also getting a lot of wind on your mic.
Levi wants in too.
Oh, shoot him a message or shoot him a. So yeah, man, you've been busy as hell with the streams, dude. Only got a chance to catch one. How did the?
It's been well, I disappeared for about 5 weeks. I had a lot of procedures, a lot of health stuff going on that was pretty much a drag, and I found out after I got disability and got all that money, they're like, "Oh, you're rich. You're rich. We don't have to pay for your medical insurance. You can pay for it now." So that was a massive fuck in the ass, because even for me, I need pretty solid coverage because of all the appointments I have, So it was kind of like, oh, good, you're giving me X amount of money, but you're also taking $300 a month right away out of it. Okay, thank you, appreciate it. So yeah. So a big chunk of it came out. Is it too bad, the wind noise, or?
It's died down a little bit. I can still hear it every now and then.
I put a pillow in front of it. How's that better?
Yeah, there we go. Actually, yeah, it's gone now.
You know what's funny, man? I got a 6-disc changer. I have like a full-on stereo now, right? Turntable, the whole 9 yards. And I threw 6 discs in the changer. I'm listening while I'm eating here, and I'm like, fuck, what album is this? I couldn't think of what album it was. I'm like, man, this thing rips. Then I realized it was the fucking Horrendous album.
Yeah.
Like, oh, it's
dude, going back to that one, man. I jammed that again, like, I want to say back in like late November. I jammed it for like a solid 3 days. Like, that was my jam in the car. I wanted to listen to something.
Oh, good, man.
Dude, it's such a leap from like their previous stuff too. Like, they're not even on the same level. Like, yeah, their regular level of awesome music is great.
Yeah. They jumped hard, but I'll tell you, man. Like I don't know how I slept on this, but that Summerlands band, man, holy fucking shit! I love that last album.
Oh yeah, that last album is the only one I got.
It's so good. I got the other one, the one before it. Different vocalist. Yep. I don't like his vocals quite as much, but it's still good riffs. Still a lot of great riffs and really memorable. But man, that Dream Kill, is it Dream Kill?
I think that's right. The one with the Crash playing on it.
Yeah, that is fucking killer.
Oh yeah,
killer.
I got that one just because everyone's like, dude, you got to check it out. Like if you like classic heavy metal, is like I do. Yeah, Dream Killer. Dude, yeah, every track in it fucking rips, and the vocals.
Every one of them, the vocals are great. Every one of them's an earworm, man. Like immediately, you're like, man, I want to sing along to this.
It's Arthur Risk, like actually, like playing on an album too, like rather than because that dude, like fucking worked on so many albums this year.
Yeah, I'm gonna work on using some connections to see if I can't get him to come on.
Yeah, but actually, we were saying in videos like it's between him and Dan Lowndes from Cruciamentum, like in terms of guys that like Jesus again.
Production.
Where do you find time? Yeah.
That Cruciamentum is really good. I got that on LP the other day. That's very very good. That's gonna be a top 20 for me, easy.
Yeah, that's honestly one of the best death metal albums, dude. I don't know if you got a chance to check out Phobocosm.
I know the name.
Oh, dude, this is like absolutely brilliant immolation worship. Like it's just amazing. It's super dark
and spot on immolation worship.
Like I finally actually have 2 immolation CDs on the way. Finally,
you're almost ditching your poser status.
I was way behind. Almost right.
Which ones you get?
I got Far Below. Failures for Gods, is that one?
Failures for Gods and Close to a World Below.
Close to a World Below, yeah.
Close to a World Below is absolutely that's my favorite.
Unfortunately, I couldn't find. Come on, man. The first one, God damn it.
Dawn of Possession.
Dawn of Possession, yeah. Couldn't find that anywhere on CD.
That one's
at a price I liked. Everything was fucking crazy high. I don't know why.
Well, I mean, if you're going for like the OG Roadrunner press, like that's
that one's stupid high. No, I was just looking for a repress, and those are $35. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I got one of the. I think mine's a Metal Mind one.
That's the one.
Yeah, and I got that.
Is there a DVD
luckily when it came out.
Oh, it doesn't have a DVD. I think the newer reissue has a live DVD or something like that. But so I'm kind of stoked to check that out. I finally got some Chasm on the way. I love that band, but those CDs are really expensive.
I know. I mean, I did find he did have, well, not like super old ones, but he did have some that I was missing when I went shopping to get his new one.
Did you?
But yeah, I only have I don't know. They were on his Bandcamp. What do I have?
I'll have to check that out then. See if he's got anything.
I have Awaiting the Day of Liberation demo, which is kind of different. The ones I got with the Scars of Lost Reflective Shadow, that was the newest one, but I managed to find Conjuration of the Spectral Empire and Farseeing the Paranormal Abysm.
That's the one I think I got.
Yeah, that album's. I mean, they're all awesome.
Didn't you get those at MDF?
No, they had them there, but I didn't pick them up because we hadn't seen the Chasm yet, and I was like, I don't know anything about this band, so I wasn't going to snag them. And then by the time we saw the Chasm, they were like one of the closing bands. Like, fuck, I gotta get out there and find them. And then they were gone.
Gone now.
Like, of course.
You guys are going. You guys are going again in May, right?
Correct.
Yep.
If I'm here, I'm coming down this time. If I'm still able to, be upright, I'll be coming down.
We'll prop her up with drinks.
Yeah, that's man. Saturday night I went to band practice because me and my buddy Mike, he's got a beautiful fucking huge basement. I mean, this house is fucking massive. He's a vice president of operations for a hospital, so he's doing a little well, right?
Thank you.
And he has a full drum setup, a 200-watt PA system, mixing board, whole 9 yards. So we just go over there and we jam. And my buddy Dave, who plays guitar, but I'm a better guitar player than him, so he plays bass, but he plays my bass. So we were jamming on Saturday, and I was struggling with a lot of my new gear, just trying to dial shit in, and we weren't making the headway I would have liked, and so I didn't drink while we were playing. But at the end, we just started bullshitting and playing tunes. We were playing like my buddy Mike's never heard Blood Incantation or Enslaved or some of those bands, and I'm like, dude, you gotta check this shit out. We're doing that, and he has a fully stocked fucking fridge. I mean, like all alcohol, just soup to nuts. He's got every beer you can think of in there. And I started drinking pumpkin IPAs, and I plowed down about 3 in about an hour. And I was fucking not. I should not have drove home. I only live 4 miles away, but I should not have drove home.
You were almost pumpkin chunking.
Well, I get home, dude, and I pulled out and I drank 2 stouts, and I laid down. I was supposed to do a collection update on Saturday night. I laid down at like 7:30. Woke up at like 3 a.m. Like, what the fuck? Where am I? Had no clue where I was at.
It was a hell of a 15-minute nap.
Yeah. But here was the worst part. That was Friday night, and Friday night at midnight, I had to sign up on the ACA, the Affordable Care Act thing, the website, because now I got to buy my own insurance. I bought a month for 23 to wrap 23 up. Then I had to buy my new policy, and I'm like, I'll just wait till like 11 o'clock. I'll do it. Well, I passed out and slept past the deadline, which meant that I was basically uninsured. So I spent an hour and a half today kind of lying a little bit about why I wasn't able to sign up for January 1st. And they actually made whatever. They did something to allow me to be covered on the 1st. So.
Good deal.
Man, I was not feeling well all Saturday and Sunday and blah.
That's why I stopped drinking.
The hangovers are bad. Yeah, they're real.
I mean, I space out my drinking. I don't know. I was kind of debating about whether or not we should do like a stream on New Year's again. I don't know if I'm going to drink, but I might do something.
Well, I think Logan might be doing something. So we should all kind of talk and one guy pick. Yeah. I did it last year, I think, right? Didn't I do it last year? I think it was me.
I don't remember.
Was I drinking or you?
No, was I drinking?
Yeah, you drank. Yeah.
Okay, that's probably why I have to ask.
Yeah. I drank a little bit, but I spaced it out. I didn't get too fucked up. But I think I'll check in with Logan, but Rick mentioned something about that. So I'm like, all right, I can. That's cool with me. But so is today your birthday or yesterday?
It is my birthday for 12 more minutes.
Oh. Oh, okay. So it's the 18th.
Awesome, dude. Like I said, I love hearing that people are finding killer tunes through us. That's like the best comments. I love those.
That was what we'd hoped.
Yeah, dude. Got a lot of like really good lists that have popped up in the comments from my year-end list. A lot of stuff that I missed just because it's impossible to listen to everything.
It's impossible to get it all. Yeah,
but
I think I have 18. I figured I'd do either a 20 or 25, and then a couple. But I'm trying to. I'm definitely keeping the things that I have, that I own, that I bought, which has been a metric fucking dumpster full of stuff lately. It's like I forgot I got that. Oh, that's coming in. I forgot I bought that. It's one of those things. So
I still remember when you were giddy, you got the vinyl copy of Sulphur Aeon. I mean that is such an exquisite fucking.
You want to hear something crazy though? I got that in. I've yet to actually throw it on the turntable. So tomorrow,
you motherfucker, I'm kicking you off right now.
Tomorrow, I'll probably do that tomorrow. But I've just been getting too many box sets, and then I had to get a platform for my Audio Technica.
You're disappointing the ancient gods. You know that, right? by not listening to that sulfur aeon, you are definitely disobeying the ancient gods.
Yeah, and I'm sure that's going to end up in the year end too. But I'm not worried about being first. I'm cool with doing it, and after Christmas probably.
If you're not first, you're last.
Now, there you go. Okay, Ricky Bobby.
That doesn't even make any sense. No, that's trademark Geneva Convention.
Nah, but there's a lot of good stuff, like usual. It's kind of stacked and packed, right?
I mean, this year had just a lot of super exceptional ones, and again, the old schoolers, at least in no, I've already seen Shred's butthole. I'm not for special presents anymore.
Shred's butthole, boy.
Oh yeah, no, he just yeah. Well, I mean, I want to say John probably got like the worst of it because that was such a horrible ambush. Like he just stood at the top of the stairs and just waiting for a new to come around the corner.
Nothing like a sphincter share.
I mean, you've seen the album art on Sulfur Aeon. Just imagine that with less teeth.
I have seen that.
It's so cavernous.
The balloon nut. The balloon nut.
Oh my god!
You remember the Sarlacc pit in Star Wars?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, just no tentacles. Right?
Yeah, that's a.
I don't want to talk about it.
I listened to little samples of it. I'm gonna throw that on the shit, dude. I just today, for the first time since I own the album, I just threw the Stormkeep album on. That was 2 years ago. I didn't realize that was 2 fucking years ago when that came out.
God, I still. Oh, you're getting windy again.
Okay, how about now?
There we go. We're good.
Yeah. Do you own that?
No, that was one that like everyone talked about, and I was like, I'm gonna get this, and then I got distracted by like 8 or 9 different other things.
Yeah, well worth owning. Well worth it.
Now there's there's a lot that have come up in the comments that I missed out on. I mean, I still got to get a physical copy of the new Panopticon. I've heard that Marty might do a CD version.
Well, no, the standalone CD version. Because they normally have CD comes with the album in that package. Uh-oh. He's struggling.
You gonna die on this stream, Nick?
That'd be weird.
Yeah.
Die right at midnight.
Yep. Happy anniversary, happy birthday.
Happy death day. Congratulations. You win the prize.
A little bit of spit went right down the wrong tube. That fucked me up for a second. No, someone said in the comments that Marty was considering doing like just CD presses of certain things.
Okay. All right. Yeah.
So
because normally if you buy the album, the vinyl, it comes with the CD.
Yep. I mean that's what I got with The Glorious Dead, which honestly I didn't mind buying the vinyl. I mean, it's a pretty cool fucking pressing too, with like kind of blue and purple, kind of half and half thing. But yeah, that album's fucking awesome.
Really good, man. Yep.
I mean, it's everything I love about '90s death metal. Like, honestly, it kind of brought me back to that, like pissed off teenager point when I was just looking for everything heavy.
I'm gonna step away for a second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, no, it's good, man. TJ's got a killer growl. He sounds a lot like Paul Kerr to me.
See, I thought he sounded a lot like Steve Tucker.
Yeah, yep, definitely Steve Tucker.
Like it's that kind of dry, really well projected growl. He's very clear too.
Yeah. But actually, speaking of that, I got to order my copy. I talked to Marty a couple days ago and said, "Hey, you have stuff left over?" And he's like, "Oh man, it's getting down there." And so I got to check in on that, but. You know how it is. I've been literally like, oh man, dude. I bet you I've had. Let's see. I bet you I've had 10 box sets come in over the last 2 weeks. Everything from Sabbath to Cat Stevens of all things.
Jeez.
Yeah, because you know me, I don't just do the metal thing, and I look for deals. Like I got Madman Across the Water, Elton John, which I love Elton John, man. I love.
I love Elton John.
And that album's my favorite, and that song's my favorite. And well, Goodbye Yellow Brick Road's up there too, but there's a 4-disc, 1 Blu-ray 5.1, and then 3 other discs. One is like working versions or demo versions. Another one's a live show, and then the actual remastered audio of the first album. And that was going, when it came out, it was going for like $89. And I just kept watching. And here I got it for $32 for 4 discs and one's a Blu-ray. That was a pretty good steal, I thought. And you're only really going to find those on Amazon. It's just
I've been working on something. I'm trying to figure out how I'm going to format it for a video, but like heavy bands that aren't necessarily metal,
right?
So I've been going through like stuff that's kind of on the cusp, and it's been kind of fun. Like going through a lot of just absolutely killer bands. Like I don't know, like is this metal? And I mean, according to the archives, they aren't,
right?
But they have a heavy sound,
right?
And there's a lot of them and a lot of different approaches to it. So it could be a really fun video.
I went out to last Saturday. I went to see a local band 4 miles away at a little venue that used to be a small movie theater called they call it Phantom Power now. And there's a local band called Medusa's Disco that play there.
He played me the
Did I play that for you the other night?
Very strange.
Ah, man, I love that band. That album is so good, man.
I got like some Fierce Hawkwind vibes, and I mean,
if I had to pick the artist, I would say shit. They're hard. They're hard to qualify because they're kind of all over the map.
Yeah. Well,
they have some Led Zeppelin vibes. They have some Chili Pepper vibes. They have some funk. Like if you pick a funk band, like Average White Band or something like that. And then they've got even a little bit of like Chicago, and then not much metal, but they've got a lot of fairly good heavy songs, I think.
I mean, the song you play me, I mean, it was again like it kind of had that spacey Hawkwind vibe, but it definitely had funk too, like a less jumpy Mr. Bungle maybe at times. It kind of screamed like kind of jam band-ish, but like in a technical weird sound.
Yeah. There's a bit of Fish in there, a little bit of Humphreys.
I was gonna say a little bit of Fish I could hear.
Yeah, but not jammy like Grateful Dead like.
No.
Way gnarlier, I love that guy's voice, man. Hunter Root. He's just got that weird like it's just that twang to his voice. I will always say we're dead is gone. They've got a little bit of rockabilly in them. There's just good stuff, man. Good stuff. James, what are you doing here, man? I wish Jeff wasn't a douchebag. So I could ask him about a band called 11. Yeah, what about 11?
Which one?
That's the one with Alain Johannes in it, isn't it? Alan Johannes from his wife died. She was in the band too.
Which one?
I don't know. James in the chat called me a douchebag. I guess.
Oh, band 11?
Yeah, the band 11. I think it's Alan Johannes' band. You know who that is?
Not familiar with that. Hey, Levi, is it very, very, very dark in that room you're in?
No, I guess my camera's not loading.
Wow.
Try bouncing. Oh, yeah, no, you're got the no camera thing.
Hang on.
Yeah, try bouncing out and bounce it back in, or actually sometimes if you reset your computer.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good talk.
Yeah, that band 11, Alain Johannes and his wife Natasha. That's a really cool band. They actually helped Chris Cornell write his first solo album.
Yo,
what's going on, man?
What's up? Yeah, I guess it was because I had the camera software open on one window, and I'm like, oops, that would be the problem.
Yeah, you're right about that. I could call him out for not knowing how to spell my name right. You're right. Yeah. But I'm a douchebag apparently. So just. whatever.
Well, I mean, listen, Jeff, we're not here to argue.
Right. So what's Levi's got a bass in the back there. He's got some bass. Slapping the bass. Are you slapping the bass?
I suck on bass.
Basically.
Yeah.
Basically,
That was actually a gift from my grandpa before he passed away. So
James is too fucking drunk to see that my name is right there below me spelled correctly.
Yeah.
The dude's a walking fucking drunk. What do you want? You know?
It's pronounced Geoff.
It is. Yeah.
Geoff.
Although he's probably not walking, he's probably laying around or sitting on his ass or something, whatever. Anyway.
Yeah, probably.
Moving Pictures is not the best Rush album.
It's one of them.
It's one of the better ones, but it's not for me. The best one is Hemispheres by far, and then Farewell.
2112.
2112 is good. It's not. It's a little hyped, I think. I like it a lot. It's the first like complete album that they did, but it's not. I don't think it's as good as Farewell to Kings or Hemispheres or Permanent Waves.
I love
Permanent Waves. Yeah. Permanent Waves and Moving Pictures are possibly two of my favorites there.
Yeah. But really, everything from Fly By Night through Power Windows, you can't go wrong. Man.
Power Windows fucking rules.
I love that album.
That's such an underrated album.
Yeah. Everybody pisses and moans because there's so much keyboard on it, but that's actually what is cool about it.
Yeah, it's super lush sounding. I love it. I mean, it got a...
The song Marathon, man. The song fucking rips live, man. So goddamn good.
Ooh, where are you? Yeah, what was the one after that? Oh, fuck, I always forget the name of that one.
What's that?
The one after
Power Windows?
Power Windows.
That was Hold Your Fire. Yeah.
Yeah, that one.
Which actually is a very maligned Rush album, and when it came out, I was like, man, this is too synthetic sounding. But now, going back to it, it's way, 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 way higher than it used to be for me.
I like it.
A lot of great songs on it, just great songwriting on it. You know, you don't always have to be super intricate, and you know, there was actually the writing on that album is really good. The production is very 80s.
Very
80s, but and that's maybe the one big knock on it. But you know, a lot of those albums from that period on, like you look at something like Presto, which I used to kind of really think sucked. It's actually not a bad album. Go listen to it. There's some really good songs on it.
I haven't listened to that one in years just because I was so put off by it.
It's better than you think. Go check it out. The Past.
No, I think it's pretty awful. So I mean, if it's any better than pretty awful,
well, there you go. That's what but see, that one's somewhere in the middle for me. Like for me, Best for Echo is the worst one. There's only the opening track and Driven are songs I really like.
Yeah, I mean, I will.
Resist is good.
Is
good. What's the instrumental called? Is it Limbo?
Is it Limbo? I think it's Limbo. I think it's Limbo. Yeah. It's been forever since I've listened to that.
That's it. There's like 4 good tracks on that album. The rest of it, I'm just like, eh. They really weren't very focused on that album, writing good songs.
I mean, in terms of the later Rush, Clockwork Angels, I thought was really good.
Yeah.
And Vapor Trails, I kind of like that one. I don't know. It has like kind of a more rock, like it was just very guitar centric on that one.
See, I think Roll the Bones has like 3 good tracks on it, and then the rest of it sucks. I do think Bravado is one of their very best songs. That's the second song on that album. That's amazing. I think the Roll the Bones itself is a good track. I could do without the rap bullshit on it, but
yeah,
you get used to it. It's kind of like if it was gone now, it would be weird without it.
We're getting more of your wind.
The other good song on there is
there we go. Cool.
Ghost of a Chance is great, man. Solo on that's killer. That's one of Alex's best.
Yeah, and I got into them. I mean, my mom jammed a lot of the 70s Rush, but I was hearing 80s Rush more on the radio, so it was kind of a balance of the two. But yeah, Moving Pictures was probably the first one that was like, yeah, I need this because I heard like of course Tom Sawyer, of course Limelight, but Red Barchetta and guys, is it the Camera Eye?
Oh, the Camera Eye rules, man.
Yeah, the Camera Eye. And YYZ.
Well, of course. I mean, that album is pretty much sacrosanct. I mean, it's you really can't find anything wrong with it. Witch Hunt's killer, Vital Signs is killer. Camera Eye is probably one of my favorite songs that doesn't get talked about a lot. You know, it's kind of like the Xanadu of that album.
Yeah, I mean, it is the big epic.
Mm-hmm. Yep, great band, man. And I will say, after going and seeing the Getty thing a couple weeks ago, hearing him talk, knowing that Alex Lifeson came out in Toronto and was the host, which would have been killer to go to. He was the host of the show. So him and Getty were roasting each other all night long, which was awesome.
That sounds awesome.
And they're doing a lot of interviews suddenly about what would happen if Rush came back. What, you know, and that to me is they're setting the groundwork. They're getting the fan base warmed up to just be okay with it, right?
Yeah.
My sense is what it's going to be is it's going to be Geddy Lee and Alex Lifeson or whatever, how they bill it. Play Rush, pay tribute to Rush as Rush. In other words, what they'll do is they'll go out on tour with either a couple different guest drummers like Danny Carey, Dave Grohl, Mike Portnoy, probably Omar Hakim. There's probably 4 or 5 other guys we don't even know of, really killer drummers. And they'll play they'll do a 10, 12, 14 date tour for all the big cities in the U.S. It'll be ragingly successful. And then you'll be reading that Blabbermouth news flash: Mike Portnoy leaves Dream Theater for Rush.
No, it would be like Rush is going to be replaced with all holograms.
Yeah, Rush holograms.
And it will continue on forever.
Yeah, Jacob's
ladder.
Jacob's Ladder is fucking badass, man. Killer song.
Did you check out the Imperial Triumphant cover?
I did. Yeah, it's weird. That's probably the most to the song on that album. Yeah.
Yep.
But it's weird because it sounds like they're playing it in minor key as opposed to major key. So it sounds a little off. And it, you know, for someone like me that knows pretty much every riff on that song, to play it and to hum it, I could tell the little nuances, and I actually kind of dug it quite a bit. Does that mean I'm going to buy it? Probably not, but I mean,
I think you have to. I don't know if you can get physical media for that one. I don't know if they're doing.
It
was all because they released all the singles.
Okay.
Like kind of in a row, and then they just did like the compilation package, which was like, all right. Well, I saw it. It was like I got to go over this because I know it's going to be weird, and some of it is really. I really like the Radiohead cover. They did a good job with that one.
What song did they do?
Paranoid Android.
I didn't hear that one yet.
It's good. It's. I mean, of course, it's their own kind of twisted.
It's their spin, but I mean,
the bass line is still very much there. Like the kind of the anchor points of the song. Like you can still hear the song, even though they fucked with it. Kind of, just made it as twisted as they are. And what was? It wasn't Motor Breath. Motor Breath, I did not like. They
just went off the beaten path. Like it.
Yeah, it was Motor Breath for like a few minutes, and then they just completely went into like a jazzy shit fit, and
Man, James, you've got a real hard one going on tonight, don't you, dude? You're just verbal diarrhea all over the place.
What is this?
He's a little tipsy poo.
James,
fucked up in the head, maybe, perhaps.
Calm it down.
Overrated Prague, like the entire city.
Yeah.
What did that city do to you?
I hear those Prague porn stars are pretty awesome. And I bet you Eli would like one of them.
They ship them in a crate. Don't worry, they'll drill holes in the crate so they can breathe.
Drill holes. All you gotta do is throw raw meat to them every once in a while. Yours included if you want.
You're lucky you might get like a badger thrown in there too. It's Prague. There are no rules.
That's right.
Maybe that's why James doesn't like Prague. He's like, yeah, they sent me a badger.
So winery dogs. Are they?
I ordered.
Wait, Portnoy's out with winery dogs? I thought he was.
Wait, is he done with that? Well, I mean,
I thought they were done their tour.
If he's committing full time to Dream Theater again, which again, I'm still wondering about that reunion, like because the main beef was between him and LeBray.
Yep.
Which,
they patched it up though last year. Portnoy went to the Beacon Theater, and there was all kind of pictures posted. And I think Petrucci, him and John Petrucci are still best buddies.
Oh yeah,
and he's very tight with Jordan too. And those two guys probably were in the middle. And my sense is that nowadays, Petrucci kind of is I think they're a democracy, but I think if John is the guy that says, "Hey, we really ought to do this," the rest of the guys decide to fall in line usually. And well, he's the producer 9 times out of 10, and I think not 9 times. He's the producer all the time now, and I just think they probably were like, you know what, let's go back that. But I kind of feel bad for Mangini because I can imagine this. It's like kind of like being like the chick that's almost good looking enough, but not quite. You're right there, but you know what I mean? You're like, hey, listen, it's not us, it's you. I mean, it's not you, it's us,
It's the whole getting a classic member back thing. Like, I mean, we've seen it countless times. Like, oh yeah, like dude, like John Bush in Anthrax. Like, granted, his run with Anthrax wasn't the best. I still really like some noise.
Yeah.
But yeah, like he's a great vocalist in his own right. Awesome vocalist. I love John Bush. Like, dude, that Armored Saint shit fucking rips.
Yeah.
And but when they started talking to Joey again, I was like, I think Joey's coming back. And I mean, honestly, he's a huge part of their sound too, back in the classic era. So what can you do? Like Mangini's going to get offers. He's going to get.
But you know what, man? That the thing with Belladonna and John Bush belongs in Armored Saint.
Yeah,
just does.
Yeah,
it just belongs there. I never really grew to dig him a lot with with the Anthrax. I'm not sure why.
It was that weird '90s period where they were, like they kind of abandoned thrash because thrash was getting abandoned by the mainstream, and like, all right, let's adapt, let's do some groove metal stuff, some more melodic, hooky stuff,
alternative metal stuff.
And it wasn't like the best period, but John always delivered well on vocals. Like he's an awesome singer.
Yeah, it wasn't Bush that was the problem with that era. It was the songwriting.
Songwriting wasn't as good. You're right.
Too much.
Like Sound of White Noise was good, and then after that,
Sound 442 wasn't that good. There's a couple of songs there I do really like. Volume 8. Again,
there's only one song I liked on Volume 8, and that was that Hidden Track Pieces, just because of the lyrics.
I like
considering that was during a really bad time in the band. Frankie's brother was killed.
Yeah, I mean they were all kind of in dire straits. The label folded right before that album even came out.
Yeah.
Dude, Dime helped him out, I guess, big time on that one too.
And We've Come For Y'all, which was all right.
Yeah. Dimebag. Yeah, Dimebag, he and Charlie were like best of buds.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Oh
yeah, that's why Charlie was tapped to be the drummer for the Pantera reunion, because that was like his brother to another mother.
Did Dan Nelson?
Nah, he never did. He never did record an album. Well, they had, if I recall, like they started recording for worship music in like 2008.
Yeah.
And they did have stuff with Dan before he got booted. And that's still a mystery, like what happened with him. Like I heard rumors that he got really sick. And then I heard rumors that he was an absolute ass and they kicked him out. It's such a mystery.
Yeah.
Judging from like how he was live, not the best fit. for Anthrax.
I mean, Joey definitely kept in practice. I mean, that was, you know, I mean, it was just good.
He's one of the few guys of that era that's actually maintained his voice. His voice is still pretty sharp.
Well, he was wise to drop it down a register and kind of limit the high wailing and just work on the register that he has like firm control of.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, I'll be honest, like with Joey's vocals now, he sounds closer to Dio than he does himself.
I mean, he loves Dio. That kind of makes sense.
And Steve Perry.
Yep. Yeah, he's been doing his fucking Journey cover band and doing good. I watched some of the performances. Dude sung the national anthem for a fucking Denver Broncos game too.
That's awesome.
He did a great job. It was like, I got to see this. And he was like, oh yeah. And there were like fans out there like, like Joey Belladonna. I was like, oh, it's good to see Anthrax get some love. But yeah, he did a great job. I mean,
just hoping for a new album in 2024.
I think they're pretty well done with it. Last I heard Scott Ian talk about it.
Next year.
Frank Bello finished up bass stuff, so that means drums and bass are probably done. And I'll tell you, a lot of people don't many people, I don't want to say a lot of people, but a lot of people don't realize Charlie writes a lot of that music. He's a fucking killer guitar player, man. He's really
that solo on United Forces on that SOD album was a ripper. And I saw back when I used to watch that metal show on VH1 Classic when he'd be like the guest drummer, they actually showed him shredding on guitar. It's like, why doesn't he have a project where he just plays guitar? I would be down to listen to
it.
He loves playing drums. Like you watch him play drums and he's just having a blast with it. Like legit. That's always been, you know, like one of the cool things about him is just like he's like the guy that no one thinks is writing a good chunk of the music. Like, because everyone just assumes like, oh man, the riffs are all Scots. And it's like, no, some of them are 100% Scots, but a lot of them are definitely Charlie's. You good, Jeff?
Yeah, I'm getting tired though. I woke up at what time is it right now?
It is 12:17.
Yeah, I woke up at I fell asleep. Today is Monday, right? Well, it's actually Tuesday now, right?
Yeah.
I mean, technically, yeah.
Yeah, Sunday, my nights and days are kind of backwards. And I woke up yesterday, Monday morning at like 1:30 in the morning. Couldn't go back to sleep until like fucking 3. I napped for about 2 hours. Then I had to do that interview. And it's like, yeah, I'm feeling it a little bit.
Well, here, I'll give you a look.
What is it now again?
It's a tabletop game.
Tabletop game.
Yeah.
Who got you that?
This is from my buddy Rob, or as we call him, Bloodfart. He's a good dude.
Is that the guy that used to be part of your crew?
No. You're thinking of the Tommy. Tommy, we just call Tommy. My buddy Rob, we call Bloodfart. He's still in my phone as Bloodfart.
He's in my phone too as Bloodfart.
Does he have very serious hemorrhoid problems?
No. The whole story was it was a bachelor party, and we got a party bus, and they insisted on like having name tags for all of us.
Oh, okay.
So he's just like, oh, just write me a name. He's like, are you sure? You're gonna fucking trust me on that one? You shouldn't.
You made that up.
Yeah, I just wrote Bloodfart with an exclamation point, and I got the whole bus chanting Bloodfart. It was amazing.
And then Nick told me about it, and then I put him as Bloodfart in my phone.
Yep, and I changed it right in front of him. So you are no longer Rob, you are Bloodfart.
And then what was funny was I forgot his name was Bloodfart in my phone, and I was going to send him a text message. And I was like, why the fuck don't I have Rob's number? It was ridiculous. And so I sent him a message. I was like, dude, I don't know how I don't have your number. And when he texted me, it came from Bloodfart, and I was like,
I was driving with my mom a while ago. Since I had my phone lined in to Apple Play on her car, he called and they came up Bloodfart, and she just looked at the screen like, what the hell is that? He was like, oh no, it's just Rob. Well, you call him Bloodfart? It's like, yeah, like all the time.
Why not?
It's no big deal. Well, one of the funny things was he was a I don't think he is anymore, but he was a big Limp Bizkit fan. And I found out that Limp Bizkit's original name was Bloodfart.
No way, was it really?
So it was perfect. It's he will be Bloodfart forever on my phone just because of that too.
Yep.
But yeah, he got me this, and like I said, it's like a look at the back. Like you got the cards that represent characters and the whole station.
That looks wicked.
So yeah, like I don't know. Let's see. Let's see what says what the point of it is. Let's see. The Thing Infection Outpost 31. Relive John Carpenter's sci-fi classic is a hidden identity game designed to push you to the edge. Play as one of a dozen characters like helicopter pilot McCready, mechanic Childs, or station manager Gary. Face sabotage and infection as you investigate the facility, gather gear, battle the Thing, expose any imitations among you, and escape Outpost 31.
Wow.
So,
Sounds
yeah.
fun, man.
Like I was telling Noonan, if there's like a card that you have to give someone CPR, no, that person dies. Sorry. I know how this ends.
Ow.
I like my arms where they are on me.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I got another Thing shirt coming. You know how I always have. God damn it, man.
Didn't you get the Thing sweatpants too?
No, I didn't get those. I just got 2 shirts and I got another one coming. But man, I ordered that thing like 2 months ago. I'm beginning to wonder if I got. It was a pre-order, so of course that's when you ask them like, "Where's my fucking shit that I bought like 2 months ago?" It's always, "Well, it was a pre-order, man."
Yep.
So that's how that usually rolls. But I will tell you, are you guys familiar? You probably are with Night Shift.
Oh yeah,
Yo,
I'm definitely familiar with Night Shift.
Oh man, no, the merch place.
Yeah, Night Shift merch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh,
Man,
yeah.
they have great fucking shirts, man.
Yeah.
The quality of the printing is awesome. The shirt quality is awesome. I bet you I spent about $300 in the last month there, man. Just going.
I've spent hundreds of dollars
Yep.
on merch.
Yeah.
God, man.
During the pandemic, oh my god.
My OG Phobophilic shirt I got there.
I didn't even know about them before. I don't even know how I found out about them. I think I got like an email or something like that. Man, this is killer, man.
The Bonded by Blood shirt, the one that I know John wants to find. That's where I got it.
Wait, is that the one with the Kardashians?
No. It's the OG Bonded by Blood.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cover. Yeah. I got. God, I get Converge shirt. No, I got my Converge shirt at the shop. But yeah, that place is just tons.
Night Shift merch, indie merch, Hell Mountain printing.
Holy Mountain printing.
Holy Mountain's fucking super expensive now. Suddenly, the t-shirts aren't bad, but the shipping's insane, man. Like crazy insane. Yeah, I bought something at Indie Merch the other day. I bought one of Kelly, the Till the Dirt shirt. I wanted to support, and they sent me the wrong fucking size. Then they're like, "We'll send it back. You'll have to pay the postage, and then we'll send you another one, but we have to charge you the postage." I'm like, "Yeah, fuck you are, man." I said, "You sent me a return authorization. You sent the wrong size. You send me a return authorization and don't charge me for shipping it back."
Yeah, own your fuck up.
Or I'll talk to the Better Business. What's that?
Yeah, I was like, no, own your fuck up. That's
Yeah. So they did, but that kind of pissed me off. I don't know if I'll be going back there for a while.
I haven't had an issue with indie merch. I know I've heard people have before, but I haven't run into that just yet.
I never had either until that time, and that was a little disconcerting.
I think the only one I had an issue with, and it was just small, like I had to contact the dude on Facebook just because. Like, oh no, I'm sorry, I forgot to post. I've been away and I haven't been able to run the shop.
Right.
It was Dark Descent, but yeah, he as soon as he saw my message, like stood back, and he got it, right to me. I think it was a bundle of shirts and of course a bundle of CDs because
no.
What are the odds, right?
I don't believe it at all.
I know. I'm lying. I'm lying just to sound
you're
cool.
lying there, Donald Trump. Yeah, you are.
I have many CDs, the best CDs.
I only buy the best. I only buy the Putin. Have you ever heard of Putin? I love how now in his speeches he's up there going, "Have you ever heard of Viktor Orban?" No, we've never heard of Viktor Orban. You've only talked about how you praise this fucking despot every fucking speech you give, you fucking retard. If there's a bigger fucking retard on the planet,
He's
pardon my language.
running on autopilot right now.
Pardon my language, and because using the word retard can be really misconstrued as, very non-PC.
Right.
But in Donald Trump's case, he's a fucking retard, man. Like a fucking retard.
Oh, dude, his brain's all mushy.
There's something wrong with that clown. I mean, his narcissism's eating into his fucking neuroreceptors. He's that fucking.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's time for the kids to have the talk. It's like we'll put him in a nice home because he won't go.
Well, the problem with that is you're actually trying to rely on those 3 fucking sponges to do something.
Hey, thank you, man.
Fuck yeah.
Wow, look at you.
Damn.
Look, did you hit that?
I did. Go ahead and hit it again.
Okay, all right, there we go. Thank you. Shit, dude. Wow. Thank you. For next year, God, I mean, I already know there's a bunch of stuff that's been announced, like New Nile. New Nile will be fun.
Oh, that's
Yes.
right. Yeah.
It's reviews. I think when we bring back the album versus album, I think we're going to do it with some guests.
Yeah.
Been talking to
I would absolutely be down for that because Jesus Christ.
God, what else? I mean, gonna finish up this batch of rankings. So Black Dahlia Murder and Meshuggah, and then I have a fun spinning an idea to select more bands. It's gonna take probably some of us out of our comfort zone potentially, but it'll be fun. I don't want to spoil it. Noonan, he knows. He was like, "Man,
Are you talking about a new release?
a new one. We're talking about a new way I want to do for selecting what our next batch of rankings will be."
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it'll take us out of our comfort zone a little bit.
Sword fights with your penises?
Not with our penises, with actual swords.
Termite.
If you die, you lose, and then you have to, rank 5-finger death punch on your own.
No.
That's 5-finger death punch. Yeah.
Yeah, it's either that or Limp Bizkit.
I can't wait to not watch that ranking.
No. I can't wait
You'll be drawn to
on the day
it.
they
Like,
film.
what are they going to say?
No, drawn to it like a steaming turd draws flies.
Yeah, it'll also draw one Jeff.
No, not at all.
I mean, all right. To be fair, there might be other Jeffs, but
Drawn to it like a tuna melt in the parking lot of the Edison lot. Oh my God!
dude, festival food's expensive.
It is. You're right.
Or festival drinks, and you got both.
When you
Except
can
for FTA. FTA had the most
why?
affordable food I've ever had at a show ever.
Yeah. Oh, dude. I mean, everything was like super cool. Like, dude, there was like really good like fair food too. Like, dude, those donuts.
Dude, those mini donuts were
Mini donuts that were covered in icing and powdered sugar and like what did you got? Like what? S'mores?
I got the s'mores one. I got the blueberry muffin one. I got. What'd you get? The lemon.
Oh, the lemon drop one was stupid good.
Oh man,
dude. Oh, dude, like, the dude that was making sandwiches, and since it was in Illinois, the dude was offering to put a little bit of tincture. Yeah, on your whatever you got. It's like, yeah, eat this and get stoned to the bone.
I could have swore you were about to say the guy.
Like, no, he was gonna beat off on it.
No, the guy
but I made sure to just that was John's order. So yeah,
No,
those gooey fries.
no beat off.
the guy was willing to give a little bit of a taint rub on everything. Oh shit! I'm sorry.
You guys are killing me. And also, I'm being killed because I think I just found the greatest username in the history of planet Earth.
Just interested in fan job.
Yes.
Oh, dude, he's good people, man. He's been with us for a while, and it's not too late to say happy birthday if you want.
Oh,
I mean,
Lord.
he's, if I'm not mistaken, he's from Australia, so it's been my birthday longer over there because they all live in the future. They're the future people.
If he's down in Australia in the future, do they jerk clockwise or counterclockwise?
Well, I mean, do you put it? Are you doing it circular, Jeff?
You mean that's how
you that?
You mean that's not how you're supposed to do it?
No.
No wonder I'm always buying salve and bandages.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, if there's blood, then no.
Blood.
Then big no.
Didn't fucking Cannibal Corpse say "I come blood"? I thought.
Yeah, I mean, not actually. Like it's just a story, Jeff. Oh no. What have you done to you?
Well, I'm not sure. Except ranking. There you go.
Wait a minute. I have the same birthday as Keith Richards too.
Yes, you do actually. Yeah.
Right.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Congrats, because that means you'll live to be like 9,000 years old, probably.
I'm reasonably sure that Keith Richards is 9,000 years old.
I know.
Today or yesterday.
He might have even been 9,000 years old last year. You never know, right?
That dude is like the cockroach of rock and roll. Like, I mean, from what I hear, like the last Rolling Stones was pretty decent.
I didn't even check it out. Man.
Me either.
No.
I'll just go on the rumors.
I love the 66 through 73 period, and then I'm kind of out. There's a couple of there's a handful of 80s and 90s songs that are worth having, like on a comp or something like Undercover of Night is a good song. What's that other one? Shattered. Oh, well, the stuff off Missing You, but that was 79, 78, 78.
Mostly for me, it's a lot of the more classic stuff.
Yeah.
Let It Bleed.
Beggar's Banquet,
and Some Girls. I think Some Girls is great.
That's a killer album. Goat's Head Soup's killer. Goat's Head Soup has Angie and Wild Horses and Do Heartbreaker, which might be my favorite song. That's kind of like their heavy metal song.
I don't know. Actually, the first one I probably ever heard was "Start Me Up," just because that was an '80s one, and that video was all over. And it was like, why does that dude keep doing this so much?
Yeah, I mean, I knew being a '70s kid, I knew "Sympathy for the Devil" was always played in the mid '70s. I remember Street Fight Man. I'll tell you the real underrated gem of their catalog, though, for me, is Her Majesty's Satanic. What's it called? Her Majesty's Satanic. Fuck, I forget the last word. Her Majesty's Satanic. Whatever. That's their like Beatles, like Sgt. Pepper like album, but it's better. It's better, I think.
I'm not a big Beatles fan.
I like the Beatles. I don't love them. I like them for what
I respect them.
Yeah.
Well, I went through a period in high school where that's all I listened to. So I was a diehard Beatles fan. Haven't really listened to them much since then, but I hated the Stones for most of my life. I couldn't stand them. So about 15 years ago, I'm like, wait, what was I thinking? Like, why did I not like this band? And that was like, yeah, I love this band.
My mom like subjects me to a lot of classic stuff because that's what she was jamming. But again, like you got like the 80s radio too at the same time. So I got exposed to like a lot of cool stuff early on, like Deep Purple and Yes, Rush, Black Sabbath, and definitely Rolling Stones are in there too. Blue Oyster Cult.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, I became just like a big fan of kind of just like weird riffy music that was also like just kind of poppy and catchy. Like, I mean, Fire of Unknown Origin, just damn near perfect album, right, Jeff? It should be like super high on like a rating.
It should be super high.
I
think I might have put it 6.
Yeah. Terrible.
You know how that feels, don't you, John?
Look at you both being wrong about great albums.
What did I have as number 1? Do you remember?
Oh God, was it Secret Treaties?
It was. And then what did
I have as that's a damn good album though.
What did I have as number 2?
Oh fuck. I'm trying to think. It wasn't Tyranny and Mutation.
Nope. No, that's one of my lesser of the early.
That was one of your lesser ones.
Spectres.
Oh, Spectres. Yeah, I like that album too.
And number 3, I think was. I can't remember what number 3 was. Number 4, I remember was the weird one, Imaginos, because I love that album. It's kind of like their metal album.
I still don't have.
It's kind of like their metal album. You should grab that. I think you dig it a lot.
I been patching up the holes on there. That one's one I need to get. I got Cultosaurus. Cultosaurus was pretty damn good.
Yeah, I have that up pretty high. I'm trying to remember. I think what's the one with Reaper on it?
Agents of Fortune.
Agents of Fortune. Pretty sure that was 5. I cannot remember what 3 was. 3 was the debut.
Oh yeah, first one.
Yeah. And then Fire was 6, I believe.
Fire's that's been my number 1 for ever.
It's good. It's real good. It's in that almost. It's almost in the top 5, Nick, for me. Although it could, when you talk about all those 5 or 6 first albums, man, they're so almost interchangeable.
Oh yeah, I mean, they just had a unique sound. Like they were almost willing to try anything. I was like, let's just make it weird and quirky, and let's not kind of fit anywhere. And I like that. Like their songs were distinct in terms of their writing style.
I'm really glad I didn't start with Mortician. What chronological? Okay.
Yeah, Mortician.
Mortician's not a band. Too. I just never been able to get into them.
I mean, it's 1/3 horror movie samples,
2/3 riffs.
And
that fucking guttural of his is so. It's kind of comical to me. It's
so low. It blends in with the
deep
tone.
It's the deepest of the deep.
It just doesn't even sound real. It sounds like he's got some weird effect on his voice.
I prefer them live way more than I prefer them, in terms of their studio offerings. Like I like their studio offerings. Like Hacked Up for a Barbecue is tons of fun. Chainsaw Dismemberment, Dark State Horror, but
Zombie
even
Apocalypse.
live they just crush if you can actually see them, because the smoke machine is generally on point and they just kind of blend out. Oh, hey, Jeff.
Yeah. just go. If I fall asleep, I'll wake up.
It's just catchy and and then just we can just kind of see it nope, winding down.
Don't you remember back in the days when we were still stuck inside? We'd talk and we'd be on 6 hours, and I would just pass out.
Yep.
And then I'd wake up, I'd be like, oh, and they'd be like, oh, you've been out for 20 minutes. Now were you on the other night when I actually blacked out? The night I was drinking.
Oh yeah, no, I was there.
And the night I got hammered and just fucking keeled over.
Yep.
Man, that was a rough night. I don't remember anything past a certain point. It was like, what the fuck? What just happened? Woke up on the floor and I don't have carpeting on the floor. I'm laying on a hard floor.
Oh, you peel your face off there.
Oh yeah.
God, skin ripped off.
It was not a good day that day at all.
Oh man, I believe it. Yeah, you were pretty lit. Like you tried having a very philosophical discussion, but it ended up turning into 8 discussions, and then sandwiches and you like that? You like that album? You like that?
Yeah, I was definitely in that zone. I was.
My god! What's this comment here? Okay.
Well, I made the mistake that night of starting with wine, jumping over to beer, and then going to fucking gin and tonics.
You can't be in this.
And that was a lot of booze that night, over a long period of time. I was fucking gone, man. Gone.
Yeah, dude, you were fucking down. Oh shit!
Uh-oh.
Somebody call 911.
buddy, no.
Oh, uh-oh. You went out to go get him, didn't you?
No, I heard Jess in the hallway, so I went out there to say goodnight, and then he was in the hallway, and then he came in, and then I forgot that this probably isn't a good idea, so I'm gonna take it instead.
What's up, Mo?
Buddy.
Mo. I remember that point you made, John, about how cats are assholes.
They are.
They can be. They're very aloof, right?
He's such a wonderful cat, though. I mean, he's an asshole, but he's
got a very.
I love cats, man. My cat's cool as fuck.
If I could have a cat, I would, but my dad would probably want to punch me in the face.
Eli, just go to your dad and say, "Look, Dad, I need some pussy in my life. I really do."
Yeah, no, phrase it that way.
Well,
that'll work.
Exactly. Every time works every time. Dad, I need some pussy. Can I bring one in? Can I let that pussy sleep in my bed with me?
I want to cuddle up. I want to just bury my face in it.
I just want to make that pussy purr by rubbing it all the time.
These are definitely
that is how it's done.
You should have with your parents in public settings too. Like take them to a Ponderosa if those still exist.
Yeah, are there Ponderosas left?
Yeah, and make sure to speak loudly, like very clear. Project your voice.
Excuse me, Miss Waitress. My pussy is a vegan. You have a vegan menu.
Well,
oh my God, I'm about to cry.
Well, we broke him.
Oh, yeah. He's on the floor, man. Look at
I'm almost to the floor.
Oh man.
I'm grab a fresh drink.
All right.
Back.
All right, what else we got here? Are y'all Blaze or shit faced or both? I got a little bit of an
I'm boring.
Little bit of an alcohol buzz. I'm not hammered. See a pussycat. But it almost seems like we're high, doesn't it? I feel like I'm high.
I bet people probably think I'm high because I'm laughing too much. I need to get on the floor real quick. Oh.
All right.
Let's talk about Nick now he's not here.
Sure, I'm down.
What a jerk off.
Yeah.
He's a real piece of shit.
Jesus, man.
I love him and all, but man. No.
I bet you that he's the kind of guy. He's the kind of guy that probably picks his ass and then touches your food.
He picks his ass and then he eats something.
Exactly.
With the unwashed pick hand. Part of his charm.
The picking hand.
I'm gonna beat him in that game. We're gonna sit down and play for the first time. I'm gonna wipe the fucking floor with him.
It's that good there, Takata Moptic. That's an interesting game. Is that good, really? The Stones? Wow.
What?
He said the new Rolling Stone is
Mori.
one of the best albums they've done. Top 7. Wow.
Huh.
Oh God.
Surprising.
I can't help but feel like anytime I'm on the same stream with Jeff, I swear to God, it almost turns into a competition as to who can break me the fastest.
You gotta learn. You gotta learn not to break so easily.
I can't help it. I just love comedy. I can't help it.
You look like you're about to fall out, Jeff.
I'm struggling, guys. I may have to bail pretty soon here. I'm trying to hang, but I'm getting really, really tired.
I mean, you've been up almost 24 hours.
I have, except for 2 hours of sleep. Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I had that. I think you were there. You popped in for a little bit there on the interview that I did.
Yeah, dude, that was a great interview.
Yeah, it was. Good one, man. Good guys. Great guys. Got to talk about a lot of stuff. Got to, get the inside scoop on the writing process and, what's going on with them. And I really think that they're pretty stoked about the idea of maybe trying to bring that out to a live forum somehow, which would be neat.
I would love it. it. I've seen Two Mold 3 times now, and they crush it every time.
Yeah, the surprising thing. Where was I going with that? When they talked about touring.
See, I didn't even click in until you were almost done. So,
well, the surprising thing is they talked about the fact that the split was going to be a 3-way split with them, Two Mold, Worm, and Atramentus, which is the guitar player for Worm is in Atramentus. Oh. It's his band, so they probably still could have done it, but I think they wanted to, not have 15 people on the road to pay for, and they just kept it to the Worm and Dream Unending, which I like it. I like it the way it is.
Yep, I agree.
Jeff, I think I'm gonna head out.
All right, buddy.
I'm passing out. So
yep.
Tell Nick I was like literally falling asleep, and
I will.
Happy birthday to him, Eli. See you, buddy. John, good to see you,
Jeff.
Yep.
We're gonna do that Trad Metal Island. I'll let you know if in case you might be into that. Then probably not till early February, probably something like that. So
right on. Sounds
all
good.
Right, everybody, see y'all. Jeff.
Yep. Later, buddy. Get some sleep. All right. And then there were 2.
For now, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why. Well, I got a couple of videos lined up for this week, technically in 10 hours, starting up a new thread about 5 terrible album covers on great albums. And then, finally, 4,000 subscribers on my channel.
Congrats.
Thanks, and I'm going to be doing a live stream, kind of like this, on New Year's Eve at 7 o'clock Eastern, where I'm giving away a ton of duplicate CDs I've had forever that I need to get rid of.
What's a ton?
Let me grab them. This hefty stack.
Wow. Click your microphone on, Nick. There you
go. Jeff passed out?
Jeff literally passed out on the stream. And so I was like, you got to go, man. He's like, yeah, I got to go. So he says happy birthday. And
also he was saying you seem like the kind of guy that likes to pick your ass and put it in the food.
I have that vibe. That's weird. That's a very specific vibe.
Yep.
But Nick, I was just telling John that finally hit 4,000 subscribers on my channel. 13 years, Jesus Christ!
Wow, dude. I mean,
yeah.
Keep grinding. That's pretty much the key. As long, as you keep having content, and at least with metal, there's a constant flow of it.
I mean, hell, my fucking year-end list video only almost 2 weeks and over 2,200 views. Like, that's what?
I'm kind of curious now to see where I'm at.
Your top 10 was sitting at like 3,000 last time I looked, Nick.
Jesus, hold on. Where was it at 2,800.
Yeah.
It hasn't caught up completely on our channel content, but the first one's at like almost 3,500, and the second one's at like 26. So yeah, the year-end lists are doing well. It was a great year. Like,
it was
killer fucking year.
Yeah, I feel bad at the bands I left off.
Vastum and
that's for me too.
Static Abyss, I forgot about. I was like, son of a bitch.
Oh, dude, Ryford was busy.
I had 63 albums that I had to trim down to 40.
I think I had 60.
And I feel really, really bad about trimming off the 23 that I trimmed off.
Yeah. I could go over some of them that didn't make it. Night Demon, Outsider. I loved that album, but it didn't quite make it. Outer Heaven.
Yeah.
Outer Heaven was close. Like, I gave that one more listens. It's kind of that 3.5, but it kind of grew almost to like a 4 for me. Incantation. Killer album once again, but there's so many killer albums. Zenith Passage, Torture Rack, Shooter.
Oh, Torture Rack. Yeah, I was surprised Shooter didn't get at least the number 39.
At one point it was on there, and then honestly, when Cruciamentum came out, like, it fucked up everything.
Yeah, it really did. It really did.
And then there were some albums that that just grew on me over time. Like The Ocean was initially not even a consideration earlier, and then the more I listened to it, like there's something about that album, like just the whole feel of it, the synth work is so damn good.
I remember you had it rated really low when we reviewed it, and that was kind of a shocker because I dug it right out of the gate.
It's very different. Like, coming from the 2 previous ones, the Phanerozoic 2-piece, which
those are really good albums.
It was really good. I like Phanerozoic 1 more than Phanerozoic 2. but Necrotic 2 is still really good. That one is just a vastly different album, like totally different. Yeah, I mean, you know what? Honestly, I mean, if they want to go out on top, because I think Quadra was a hell of an album. So was Machine Messiah. They put out back-to-back solid albums, and if they want to retire without tarnishing their legacy,
yeah,
you know what? Let them. I mean, it's their choice. 40 years as a band.
Right. Yeah. You've been at it for 40 years. And the fact that you continued to go on without Max and Igor and still make something out of it, like that says a lot too.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to throw in the towel, man, I don't blame you.
And I don't think it's as though like all of them are going to stop making music. Like, you know, Derek was heavily involved in the Cleveland hardcore scene before Sepultura. Andreas, I think he'll probably keep going just as Andreas. Like,
I think so.
He's already done one solo album. It's really fucking good.
Yep.
And
Eloy's going to have no trouble picking up.
Oh, that dude's a beast.
And he's still young. So, I mean, he's not young, but he's still young enough to be able to put another probably decade into a killer band and or killer bands. Like, I don't see that dude have an issue with work. And like you were talking about earlier, Nick, if Derek goes back into hardcore,
dude, I'm all for it, man. Like, I imagine he's still got his connections in the hardcore scene. Like, I have one of the Integrity albums that he showed up on. And yeah, I mean, that's still kind of his background there. Yeah. But yeah, you know, retire on top. I want to see this last tour though.
I do too.
Yeah, because you know, I haven't seen Sepultura since 2000. I've
never seen Sepultura.
It was Tattoo the Earth. It was the only time I ever saw Sepultura, and it was a good set. But I imagine they'll probably pull out all sorts of fucking classics and have like a gigantic fucking closing set. Like, it's nuts,
yeah, right?
But yeah, you know, this again. Someone brought up Ascended Dead. That was another one that I went back.
That made my list. That was my number 20, I think.
Didn't quite make it. Same thing with Void Ceremony, which that was
on mine.
Really impressive one too. Anthropophagus, their newest one. It was close.
Killer.
Honestly, that was like one of the last ones. Like, all right, you're on there. Fuck, Crucimentum.
Yeah.
And like, killed me. What other one? Yeah, Drain and Jesus Piece, Deathgrave, Ahab. That Ahab album was
Ahab almost made my list.
Downfall of Gaia, Don Heimsgard. Yeah, I could have again easily made a top 50 this year, and you know there were some comments, you know, and you know I just want to like clarify, like just because like certain albums didn't show up on my list does not mean I don't like them. Like,
right.
Far from the truth. There's almost too many albums I loved this year.
Mm-hmm.
Like hell, I'll even say I thought this year was a little bit better than last year.
Oh yeah, I will say that pretty firmly. I think this year was again like a banner year, especially again if you're a death metal fan. This was kind of your year because all the old guard, like most of the old guard, came out with new albums, and I'd say most of them are really good. Like I really like the new Cryptopsy. It just didn't quite make the cut for me.
Yeah, but it was an honorable mention for my list.
But yeah, and you had like a lot of fucking newer bands. Like, dude, for anyone that has not jammed that Nothingness album, Superliminal, just flat out amazing.
Yep.
Yeah, this year for thrash, it was really quiet for the most part.
And they're Nothingness is working on a new album too. I was talking to those guys the other day because I noticed they didn't submit for Denver Death Fest. And they were like, "Oh no, we're doing a new album." So I was like, "Yeah, do that instead."
Yeah, no issues whatsoever.
Yep.
Yeah, that one. God, what other newer? Well, I mean, technically, the Glorious Dead. I mean, even though a bunch of old pros there, but that's still a relatively new band, as it's only the second album they've put out.
Actually, if there was one like new band, like actual new that I was really impressed with, and I thought about putting them on the list, but it had to go, and that was the Plague Mace.
Didn't get a chance to check that one out.
Yeah, Reptilian Warlords debut on Napalm Records already, and I can't stop listening to some of the songs off of that. They're just so catchy. Awesome fucking vocals. Like, those guys are younger than me.
The new Ulthar albums.
Yes.
Yeah, those were absolutely fantastic. Like, best thing that band has put out so far.
Yeah.
And I like their previous too, but yeah, hands down, like, especially how both albums are very different with the longer songs. Yeah, Enforced killed Thrash. Like, they are, like, I would say the premier thrash act right now in the U.S. Like, I know there's a lot of other killer ones, like, you know, Warbringer's still out there, but they've been quiet for a while. Havoc's still really good, but Enforced has just kind of captured something, and it's thrash metal with death metal intensity.
Yep.
So, you know, I like that. That crossover vibe is it's fighting music. It's throw a fucking music.
Yeah, and then, like, that Evil album, I mean, not bad, but not great. It was just there.
Yeah, I was not a fan of the new Evil, which
coming off of Hell Unleashed, which is maybe my favorite Evil album now.
Oh,
because
dude.
I just love how brutal it was.
Enter the Grave. That first Evil album is so damn good.
Like, before Hell Unleashed, I would have said Infected Nations was my
Infected Nations great too. Actually, I like those first 4. But that first one is just gnarly. Like, it's like Slayer with a little bit more melody. Yeah.
With Metallica production.
Yeah, but you know, this year was tough. Like, this year really took a lot of work to, like, order out my list and everything. And but yeah, it was killer. Like, and if someone asked if I was going to do, like, a worst albums, and, like,
that would be entertaining.
But I don't have, like, outside of, like, you know, a few I would say were just, like, they're just kind of bad. Like, most would just be like, I just wish this was better because I like this band. Like, you know, as much as I dogged on you know, the new Evil, don't dislike that band. No, I fucking love that band.
Right, I love that band. That was just
disappointing. It was disappointing as fuck. I was super let down by that. But I mean, I would gladly shit on Sleep Token again because I don't get it. Sleep Token sounds like a fucking, like, a crypto you get only at fucking Hot Topic. Like, it's everything. And dude, the new masks, it just looks like fucking Mushroom Head with, like, more manic panic. I don't know.
I don't get the appeal of.
I've only ever listened to 2 or 3 songs, and it was enough for me to.
I reviewed the entire album.
I know you did. You took one for the team, and I appreciate you.
I mean, I did watch that the dude's audible fart during their live set. Like,
I've seen that many times.
Oh, it's beautiful. It really is. But yeah, I don't like, for me, I don't get the appeal. And, you know, the amount of times I heard the word "this transcends" or "it's transcendent," it's like, I don't know if you know what that word means.
No.
Like, you know, the whole they're genre hopping like no one's ever done before. Is like, yeah, because, you know, fuck Faith No More, or, you know, the band that I think does their style better, Zeal and Ardor. Like, Zeal and Ardor does it, like, way better. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, and I notice a lot of chicks like this band, and it's like, why?
Well, because it's got
sing-song
energy.
Yep.
Yeah, it's like pelvic thrust music with breakdowns. But the thing is, like, the vocals on it, like, someone says, like, yeah, the dude sings like he's got peanut butter stuck to the roof of his mouth, and I haven't been able to shake that.
That's fair.
Like, what are those even words? Like, how he enunciates stuff is obnoxious. Like adding extra syllables to, like, every word. Like the will have 3 syllables.
I mean, if you're gonna genre hop to that extent, why make your words sound like words? Who cares at that point? You're throwing in a million fucking things that don't match.
But yeah, like if you're gonna genre hop, make sure you're doing each genre like some justice. Like, you know, again, Faith No More, when they flip around stuff, they make sure they're good at what they're flipping around to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't know. But that would probably be the only album I would flat out bash. I mean, I know Metal Meltdown, Robert throttled the new Dungeon Wolf. Which that band has definitely got a hold of us before and wanted us to review their stuff, and then I heard it and was like, you don't want me to do this because I'm mean. I'm a meanie, and this won't be what you want.
Well, you know, they were in our email again not long ago.
Right? Oh yeah, no, of course.
Yeah.
And I figured it'd be there, and I just kind of like, no, I'm not doing it because Robert's got it covered. He did a great job, and congratulations to Metal Meltdown. He hit 15K today. I popped in, donated money because his thing was for a food drive, and he said he would do a drink every time someone donated money. So I donated $10 and told him to destroy his liver for Satan.
You should have donated 10 $1 donations.
Oh my God.
Damn it. I didn't have time. I was on my way to Shua's.
Sure.
So one lump sum. He gave us a big shout out because, you know, Robert's awesome. And he wants to do a collab again because Yep.
Congrats, Robert. You deserve it.
But yeah, his worst of list was pretty funny.
I don't know. Whenever it comes to like worst of lists, to me, nobody did them better than my old buddy Cover Killer Nation back during his prime. Those were thoroughly entertaining, especially every time he would pass 6 feet under.
You could play a drinking game with how many times like he spit when he yelled.
Yeah, like Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like just all of a sudden, like it would just a big old goober would come out,
right, hanging out of his lip.
Oh yeah, there was a couple who was like, had to like suck it back in,
or he'd be like, man, for the last 3 years, we've talked about one of their albums at the top of the stinking list, and I'm tired of it. 6 feet under.
God, man,
get him sick and put him under.
Yeah, he hit like over 70,000 subscribers before he hung it up. I don't know if I don't think he's still around anymore.
Who?
Cover Killer Nation. Like he's like probably one of the big OG. He
was the reason I got into doing reviews 9 years ago. He
was one of the first ones that I saw along with Marty back when his channel was just Marty Worm. Scourge of Vinyl. That's where I found Tomb Mold. Like we were watching his year-end list, and he brought up Primordial Malignity. I was like, dude, just talking about how vicious it sounded. I was like, all right, I'm gonna find this album, and I did, and was like, holy fuck, this band's awesome. And then I got Manor and Infinite Forms as soon as it came out. I was like, Jesus Christ, this is even better.
Hell, if it wasn't for CKN, I wouldn't have discovered Underground Resistance by Dark Throne, because he had that number 2 on his list in 2013 behind Surgical Steel, and it's like, I can see why, because I love that album too.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, there were a lot of channels that, because we would just kind of sit around and watch, and it's like, man, I think we could do this, kind of, maybe.
Yeah, we still kind of do it, maybe.
Kind of, maybe.
Yes, CKN and Infidel Amsterdam were some of the first.
Remember Infidel Amsterdam? There's a couple other ones. I can't think of their names right now, but
listen to
probably,
that time I had food.
Why?
Probably 6 feet under, just because there's really nothing good about Five Finger Death Punch. Like nothing. Like 6 feet under, I can like how much of it do I have to listen to? Like, can I just listen to like half of Haunted, and it's like, that's good. That's good. I can put on the Obituary album that these riffs possibly should have been on.
Right.
And a better vocalist, because but Five Finger Death Punch, there's just really nothing good about it.
and I could say that too. And I used to be a fan of theirs when I was in high school.
I gave them.
Now I don't get why I like them.
I bought 2 albums because I usually give out bands like a 2-album run. I was like, all right, maybe the next one will be better. And I skipped the second one and I went right for the American Capitalist. I was like, all right, that's the most current one. Bought it, like, fuck me, this sucks. It's worse than the first one. And then I got 2 as gifts. Like, one was burned for me, and I think I still have that one. And then I got the right side of my butt cheek, wrong side of this other dude's butt cheek in the stall next to me. I don't know. It's fucking terrible. It was awful. It's just butt rock. That's it. There's nothing to it.
But as I was going to say a bit ago, so yeah, for my 4,000 subscribers, New Year's Eve I'm doing a stream, and I'm going to be doing a giveaway for this fat stack of shit.
Oh, what you got?
It's a lot of duplicates that I've gotten, so at least the big ones. Heartwork.
Oh, all right.
And Justice for All and Death Magnetic.
All right.
Old Star, Satanica, and Thelema 6.
Oh, those are fucking great Behemoth albums.
Yeah. This one, because I'm a fucking moron and I forgot I even had this album in the first place. Gore Metal.
It's great. Terrible mix, but great. Oh, wow. Wait, is that a reissue?
No, it's Willow Tip.
Oh, wow.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, you remember. All right, John.
Pee time.
Piss away your struggles.
See, I'm only 5. That's how old I am in Australia.
But no, like, yeah, Nick, you remember when I bought those Nuclear Blast reissues?
Yeah.
So I had this one, which was the Willow Tip one. I bought this in like an eBay lot. So the only advantage this has over the Nuclear Blast reissues is that it comes with 4 bonus tracks, and they're all, except for one, they're all Carnage covers. Next up.
One sec.
Alrighty.
There we go. Okay.
So next up, Vader Necropolis.
Good album. I mean,
and then the latest two, because so myself and Ricky did our podcast over the weekend, and we do this tradition where we get each other presents. He was trying to get myself and another friend of ours, Raphael, gifts from eBay, but somehow all the gifts ended up going to me because of the tracking number failures. I ended up getting these 2 by mistake. Swallow the Sun, Morning Never Came, and Ghosts of Loss.
I still need to get those.
Let's see. These were reissues from Alone Records, which are pretty good. Really good reissues. But yeah, that's just the notable ones, and then the rest are just stuff I don't know. So actually, I'll show them off, and you can tell me if you know them, Nick. Face Off Massive.
I don't know that one.
Yeah, some of these I got in a Transcending Records box. Let's see. A Stratosphere.
Frederick. Oh, dude, I know that album. That album's awesome. That is some weird avant-garde. Dude, in terms of musicianship, you're going to be blown away. And Frederick, you already said 5th. You can't take it back.
Oops.
But yeah, this one going into... what about...
Happy birthday, man.
This? It's Behind Your Fear, Ophelia.
Behind Your Fear is the name of the band?
Yeah.
I don't know that one. Looks like it's self-released or...
No, it might be self-released. Then what about Mount Terrace, Desolate?
Don't know that one either.
Other Transcending Records.
All right. Well, Transcending had a lot of big sales there for a while.
Weird shit. And then what about Solar Cross?
I want to say I've heard
the Eternal Word.
I've heard of that band, I think.
And then the last one, Rejoice, the Light Has Come.
Oh, dude, I know I've heard of that band. That's, if I'm not mistaken, that's some very dissonant, just dark. I think it's like blackened death metal. I think it is.
Yeah, because it says it's mixed and mastered by Colin Marston.
What is it? What?
Rejoice, the Light Has Come. Isn't that one of the bands you?
Yep, it's one of the very first bands I went over when I did What's John Jammin'. Was Rejoice, the Light Has Come.
Well, that's included in the big 4,000 sub giveaway I'm doing on New Year's Eve.
Oh, I'm going to enter that.
Man.
I don't have a copy of the record.
Dude,
granted, you're going to get a bunch of duplicates along with it.
I mean, did you see that stack, man? You should enter in on there, man.
Oh, yeah. I bet you there's going to be a lot that are going to enter whenever I
love Logan. Thank you, man. And I do look older than 5. That is 100% true.
But he doesn't act older than 5.
I don't act older than 5, you big, stupid, dumb head.
I thought you was about to say big, stupid doo-doo head.
He's also that, too.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
Nuh-uh.
Your mom.
I really like
why is it
I mean, I like your mom, too.
It's hard to, yeah.
But also your mom.
Why is it now that when I hear you guys going nah or it made me think of that scene in Emperor's New Groove with the 2 little kids going
because we're those 2 little kids. That's pretty much it. Like mentally, that's where we are. Mentally, I think we peaked in high school, middle school, probably.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, you've hung out with us now, Levi. You know.
Oh yeah. So much so that even Chess messaged me on Instagram a while back when we were talking about when Nick and Chess were playing sold one another, and I just had that look on my face like, okay.
That's how it is.
It gets brutal around here.
It's constant ribbing. That's it.
It's not for the you have to have thick skin to be in this group.
No,
right.
These are dinner table conversations too. Like even over my ma's. Like, yeah, we just have horrible conversations about gross, sick topics, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Maybe next time I come back up there and I get to hang out with you guys longer this time. Oh, God, I wonder what the fuck's going to be said there.
You should drive up here.
If only I had a car. Jesus
Get
Christ.
Get a car.
Drive up here on your own.
If only I could have this chair motorized, I'll just ride this.
It's cold out. It's cold out, Levi. That's not. No, that'll suck. That'll suck the entire time you were moving.
A nice car with.
It could snow.
And windows.
At 6,000 miles an hour. I'm just like.
You'd be just like roasted organs burned into the chair.
Buried on the fucking property as a mausoleum.
There you go. Non-metal releases, dude. All right. Love the new Depeche Mode. I think it's a killer album. Crosses was fantastic. Host, that awesome side project from Old Nick and the 2 main guys from Paradise Lost. I'm blanking.
Gregor.
Yeah. Excellent album. Great, like just kind of 80s goth rock stuff. I love the new Queens of the Stone Age. I mean, I'm a huge Queens of the Stone Age fan. There were some other ones. I mean, I don't necessarily count Kvelertak as a purely metal band. They're kind of everything. Like, but I mean, I had them on my list anyway, so it's definitely. Definitely one I wouldn't say is like purely metal. Oh God, there was another one too. Shit.
I don't know if I listened to any non-metal.
Me neither.
Release this year, and that's not normally the case. Normally, I do listen to non-metal releases too, but I don't think this year was so packed with fucking releases that I didn't have time. I didn't have time to even listen to all the releases.
God, there's some other ones I'm fucking missing in there that weren't necessarily metal. Actually, hold on here.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Well, speaking of like listening to non-metal stuff lately, I don't know why I've just been on a big Red Hot Chili Peppers kick as of late.
I still have a giant soft spot for Chili Peppers.
Yeah, like I've been listening to Californication a lot since I did buy that album while I was on my Alabama trip last month. And then watching that music video to Danny California where they just go from Elvis to the Beatles to Hendrix to Bowie to Sex Pistols, Misfits, Motley Crue, Nirvana, and then themselves.
I mean, it's
that's like one of the best music
albums
videos I've ever seen.
Unless he's saying random shit. Oh, come on. There were some other ones. I'm trying to find. I mean, some of the hardcore stuff that wasn't necessarily metal. I mean, I don't know. Drain is entirely. I mean, it's got crossover elements. Probably should count that.
I mean, Bareness isn't metal. I wouldn't call it metal.
I mean, they still sound like progressive sludge. There's a lot of more metallic riffs on that. New Foo Fighters. Love the new Foo Fighters. Very poignant and a very heartfelt album for obvious reasons. Let me see here. I know there's one or two that I am just kind of blanking on right now. God. Oh, I hear you, Mo. Dave Lombardo's album I thought was pretty interesting. It's more like scores, like for films that I think Dave Lombardo should score. And I mean, yeah, it's Dave Lombardo. Like, dude's a beast. Still,
greatest metal drummer of all time.
One of them. Nighthawk. I don't know if anyone listened to them. It was a flat out rock project. It's generally a one-man band in the studio, but he got a whole bunch. He got people from Soilwork. He got fucking Speed, and it's just classic rock, kind of like, I don't know, power pop, just, classic like 80s rock hooks, and it was really good. And Speed's a hell of a singer. And I even brought up that he could replace James LeBray and Dream Theater, and I would have no problem with it. Hold on one second here. Dude, King for a Day, Fool for a Lifetime
that's one of my favorite albums.
I need to get Boulder Faith No More. I only have 2 albums.
Angel Dust is good too.
Angel Dust and the Real Thing. Still.
But yeah, dude. I mean, honestly, Introduce Yourself and what's the first album called? God,
We Care a Lot.
Well, that was not just a single.
No, that was an album.
Hold on here.
I'm pretty sure that was the name of that first album, and then it was Introduce Yourself, and then The Real Thing.
I could have sworn there was one before it. Yeah, I guess We Care a Lot was also on Introduce Yourself, so maybe that was an EP. I don't know. From The Real Thing all the way to Soul Invictus is just nothing but killer music.
Yep.
It still boggles my mind that the song We Care a Lot was the theme for Dirty Jobs.
Yeah, it was also, it was featured in a lot of movies. I want to say it was in Biodome. I don't know if they're proud of that because that movie's not good.
No.
It's got some
fun
ones.
My oldest brother liked it, and I couldn't get why. But
Baba.
Yeah. Jesus Christ, that ass.
Oh yeah. He's going at everyone. Balloon nut. Yeah, dude, be aggressive. Dude, those lyrics.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. If I had to choose my favorite Faith No More song now, it probably would be Malpractice.
That's an awesome song, dude.
I just love how they just can go from like somewhat death metal to like these like positive, like almost circus tunes, and then just back to brutal.
That song in particular is kind of dark and weird. Like, dun, 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 dun. Like it's got this death beginning, and Patton's just sort of bellowing all sorts of crazy lyrics, and then his weird crooning. Oh, Angel Dust is such a gem of an album.
So is King for a Day, Fool for a Lifetime, though.
Oh yeah, dude, I love that up, dude. Evidence, that fucking that groove, that
the General Art of Making Enemies.
Yep.
Cuckoo for Kaka.
Cuckoo for Kaka is ass whooper, dude. Star AD.
Yep. Ugly in the Morning. Oh.
The title track. Title track's awesome. Ricochet. Yeah, that whole album, and almost every song on there is wildly different. Album of the year, I thought was really good, dude. Mm-hmm. Ashes to Ashes might have one of the catchiest choruses they ever wrote.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
Faith No More now.
Yeah, then seeing that BT Bam covered Malpractice. BT Bam, I swear to God, I don't know what it is about them. They always seem to escape me. I don't get it. I listened to Colors too, and I fucking loved it. But
I love BT Bam to death, dude.
I need education.
Everything is just fucking gold.
That's a personal favorite from Real Thing. There, Real Thing, the title track. Like honestly, like I got it. Originally because Epic was such a huge fucking song, but when I got the album, I was like, dude, like almost every song here is better than Epic.
Even the cover of War Pigs.
No, the cover of War Pigs is awesome, dude. The instrumental Woodpecker from Mars, man, I love that fucking riff. Take this bottle. God, that is a tear in my beer style Faith No More, and it's great.
And just walk away. Yep.
Oh,
you strip search.
And kudos to you for the John Cena.
Oh, I'm gonna listen to Faith No More all day tomorrow.
I'm never gonna say no. Don't do that. Like honestly, like in terms of like bands that aren't necessarily metal, I would love to rank Faith No More. And it'd be a pain in the ass.
Dude, that would be incredibly difficult.
I love those albums.
Well, speaking of difficult rankings, I finally...
Did you say, Nick?
Oh, no, I was going to say his... Where would we recommend?
Simple but not so long name comment.
Yeah. Angel Dust. That's my recommendation.
Or King for a Day, Fool for a Lifetime. That would.
I would say Real Thing would be the starter and then work your way.
I don't know.
Just because the song Epic being so big, it's like maybe start with that.
Yeah, but
and then
for me, I go with Angel Dust because that's where Patton really settled into his range. Like, Real Thing, he was kind of in a higher register. I think he was kind of pushing a little bit outside of it. Fucking Angel Dust comes in and he's instantly got this amazing croon and he's showing off even more.
Dude, the song's Jizz.
Yeah.
Crack Hitler.
Yep.
And even Midlife Crisis, one of the catchiest singles they ever did. But, speaking of difficult rankings, well, I did just post Edge of Sanity, which that was somewhat easy for me, mainly because I've been such a fan of Dan Swano for years now.
I kind of know where I would lay on that one in terms of... Yeah, I mean, King for the Day. It was like almost kind of 1A, 1B, but dude, I don't know. Like, Real Thing is a super good fucking album, too. And album of the year has a very strong front half. Back half kind of kind of falls off a little bit, but that front half is so damn good.
Except Got That Feeling.
Yeah, Got That Feeling is just kind of a weird song. She Loves Me Not is kind of an odd one, but it's still good. Like, Naked in Front of the Computer. Great punky ripper.
But yeah, I just did do that Edge of Sanity one, which Yeah. I actually, the two albums I never checked out prior were Infernal and Cryptic, and it's like, man, those albums are so vastly different from what you would expect. But it's like Infernal, I almost compare that album a little bit, and call me crazy, but it's just the way it was all put together. Kind of like that new Avenged Sevenfold album, where it's like they go for something different on every track. Like the opening track was more, I would say, death and roll, and then they went black into death on one track, and then they would go mellow death, traditional death. It was like they were going everywhere. But then again, I looked into that backstory on that Infernal album. Yeah, Swano and Andreas were not happy with one another.
Well, I mean, and Swano's eclectic. Like that's even kind of putting it lightly. Like he wants to do all sorts of cool stuff, and he has the talent to do it.
Yeah.
That dude's always been. I've been a giant Dan Swano fan for years, not only just because of his songwriting, but his production's generally fucking immaculate.
Yeah. I'm still waiting for when's, because I remember talking to Swano last year, and he said that pretty soon he's gonna finally re-release his solo album Moon Tower and most of the Nightingale catalog. And once those come out, pre-orders them immediately.
Yeah, I don't have any of that stuff. Like, I mean, even the Edge of Sanity stuff, I have mostly the classic stuff: Crimson, Spectral Sorrows,
Crimson 2,
Purgatory Afterglow,
yes.
Nothing But Death Remains, which is kind of so-so, Unorthodox.
Yeah, I remember I had Nothing But Death Remains, like number 6. My only problem with that album, not the songs. I thought the songs were really good. Like, kind of like what would happen if Bulk Thrower was a Swedish death metal band at times. But my problem with that album, Boss, Corthon's father, fucked up the mastering on that, because there would be times where the songs would suddenly go quiet and then back to normal volume. It's like, what the hell did you do in the mastering of that?
I ran into that issue with something we reviewed this year where tracks were, or it might have been something in a collection update, where like tracks were unevenly mastered, like the volume swells were just a bit much.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. You know, Edge of Sanity would be kind of a tough one.
I mean, for me, the 2 Crimson albums are the goats for me. I mean, just the fact they're 2 40+ minute single tracks and somehow make it all come together.
Well, Crimson 2, he breaks it up. The tracking on that is really weird, but Crimson 1's fantastic.
I mean, and just that one part on Crimson, I think around the 33-minute mark, where you hear Swano and Åkerfeldt duetting and with so much reverb on it, it's like, that is the most beautiful thing I've ever heard in my life.
Like my go-to for a while was generally Spectral Sorrows. Like that just had so many.
That was my number 3, because I mean that album sound. I even said it in the video. That sounds like the more melodic and proggy version of Left Hand Path almost, because the production is so similar to Left Hand Path.
Yeah, no, it's pretty close. I don't think he went to Sunlight. But I mean, that's pretty.
No, that was, if I remember right, that was the first one Swano produced himself at his studio.
Clutch is always welcome here. We went over the last Clutch, and it was good. I mean, I think in terms of bands I've seen live, I mean, Clutch I've seen probably almost 10 times.
Yeah, I've seen Clutch a bunch because Clutch was such a big fan of Toledo. They used to come through here on every tour. Sometimes they come twice a year. And they'd be sold out shows all the time.
Dude, Jesus on the dashboard for life. It is such a weird trip.
Whenever it feels
Logan,
right.
if you're not doing anything, you want to jump on, man? Yeah, dude. I've been a Clutch fan. I think I picked up Transnational Speedway League on a whim. Like, I didn't know anything about it. I just saw the cover. I was like, is that a deer hoof lamp? The fuck? And then, yeah, dude, Shogun named Marcus. Like, as soon as I heard that, I was like, dude, the song's weird. It's fucking awesome, though.
But as far as like my future rankings, I pretty much now have my schedule for 2024 set in stone. So the first one I'm doing in February, because I'm now going to do them every 2 months instead of 6 weeks.
Later, Nate. Thank you, man.
So yeah, I'm going to do them every 2 months. So February, finally going to rank Cannibal Corpse. That's going to be a bitch and a half. April, finally talking Pantera. June, finally going to rank Exodus. And then August, I'm going bold. I'm going to do Dream Theater. And then October, I figured since it's going to be around Halloween time, I'm going to talk Merciful Fate. And then December, Immortal.
Yeah, Immortal will be fun.
That's going to be a busy motherfucker.
All right. Totally understand you, man.
But
yeah, there'll be other streams. I heard you were thinking about doing a New Year's Eve stream of some kind, because I generally stay in for New Year's Eve because people drive like fucking lunatics.
And thankfully, New Year's Eve's on a Sunday this year, so I don't have to be at work. Yeah. Which I actually got my Christmas bonus this year, or not this year, today. Jesus Christ. Probably my biggest Christmas bonus I've ever gotten. So, yay, more money towards a Dayton trip to go to record shops. Which that will probably happen sometime around early January, more than likely.
Yeah, look, I'm all but pretty much wrapped up in terms of me recording stuff. I got some stuff I'm working on, but that won't be for a little while. Like post holiday stuff.
I still got a couple of videos to do. I still got to do my most anticipated albums of 2024 video, which I will post New Year's Eve, like in the morning. And then I got maybe one more collection update. I might save my collection update videos again for January, so that way I can get through Christmas and stuff.
Yeah, I don't got enough collection update just yet.
I'm still planning. I'm trying to figure out what I want to do for like a special Christmas video, like the series I did last year, the 12 Days of Metal. Well, since we're past that, I'm trying to think of like what would be a cool like collaboration video idea to get like even you guys involved or other friends of mine to like post a quick clip of something I put together. But I'm just trying to figure out what would be pretty cool.
Well, I'm gonna grab a smoke, but keep that question up because I really have to think.
I only went to one.
Are we completely ruling out like festivals?
Yeah, I need some. Elaborate on that, because we went to so many shows. I don't even know how many we went to, and I'd probably have to look at pictures to be sure that I got everybody we went to. We probably went to 30 shows this year, not counting Full Terror Assault for 4 days. So,
I only went to one show this year, and that was Gojira and Mastodon.
It's a good show to go to. I actually didn't go to that show.
Yeah, well, I think the closest date they had on the second leg was the one I went to in suburban Cincinnati.
I'm trying to think of what the last one was that we saw, because we went to Exodus. Cattle Decap and Immolation.
I wish there was a fucking Cincinnati or Columbus date for that. I would have went.
There was no Columbus.
That's the problem. No, there was no Columbus date. Like, that's been the problem. Like, I go on Instagram and like tour shit all the time, and a lot of tours they don't have Cincinnati or Columbus. It's like, for God's sakes. Well, then again, they did just announce. I'm having a stroke here. They did announce that Monomorph's touring with Cannibal Corpse, Obituary, and Frozen Soul, and they're going to Hoover Heights outside of Dayton. I'm attempting to do that one because I want to see Cannibal Corpse.
You've never seen Cannibal Corpse?
No. Oh, remember, I've only been to 2 shows in my life.
You've never been to 2 shows? Get a car.
If it were that easy, I would, but it's not.
Man, yeah, I've seen Cannibal Corpse. Fuck. Probably 6 times. Yeah,
I would have loved to.
Nick's away, I'm gonna pull up all the shows we've been to this year.
I mean, hell, I would have loved to if there was a Cincinnati or Columbus Day for the tour they just did. Cannibal Corpse, Mayhem, Gorguts, and Blood Incantation. I would have died to have gone to that show. Because I know my buddy Ricky went to the San Antonio show, and he actually got to meet Alex and Luke from Gorguts. So.
Oh, I forgot. Oh, we had Denver Death Fest this year too. So there's another 40 bands. Jesus Christ.
I need to move to where you guys are so I can go to shows with you guys because I feel like an ass.
It's fucking Detroit, man. There's so much shit that comes to Detroit. So much. The Sanctuary, that venue, the guy that books for that place, there are shows there 5 nights a week sometimes. And it's all killer stuff all the time.
I mean, again, like I just said, if I could just move to where you guys are and I would just go to shows with you all the time because here where I am, I got nobody around. And the closest places I can go to shows are 2 hours north and west.
All right, I got to see the date on this.
Well, some bands come to Huntington, West Virginia, and that's only an hour away from me, but very rarely does anybody go there.
Trying to see.
But I am going to
I'm
try
looking
and
up all the
attempt.
shows, Nick. I got to see what our first show was for the year. Because I purposefully take pictures of all the shows just to have a record in case I don't remember.
Honestly, like one of my favorite, actually a couple of my favorites were the most recent ones we went to. An Incantation Suffocation tour.
Dude, that was killer.
That was amazing. Dude, and yeah, first time seeing Stabbing live too. And yeah, Stabbing was fucking awesome. Exodus, Fit for an Autopsy, Darkest Hour, and Undeath. Like all of those bands were killer and wildly different. Like I really liked the whole mixed vibe of that whole set. And yeah, honestly, I binged some fucking Darkest Hour when I got back. Like, dude, I fucking missed this band.
Dude,
like,
they killed it. I was under the impression, I don't know, again, they were, I think, another band that I thought they were something different. They crushed it.
Dude, their last album, Godless Prophets and the Migrant Flora, I still think is absolutely awesome. They had Kurt Ballou do the production on it. Fucking monstrous sounding. But yeah, I went back and jammed Hidden Hands of the Sadist Nation and Undoing Ruin.
I could never get into Darkest Hour.
I liked him because like out of the metalcore pack that was really, springing up, like As They Lay Dying, Killswitch, Unearth, like they were the ones that really kind of stuck it more towards that heavier melodic death metal sound, like earlier, like early At the Gates. There was a lot of that.
I do know Tampa from At the Gates did do vocals on an album.
Yeah,
vocals on a song.
They went all the way to I don't know if they did Sunlight Studio. It wasn't Sunlight. It was one of the
Friedman.
studios. Yeah,
Friedman with Frederick Nordstrom. Yeah.
Yep. They wanted to like capture that sound, and they did a great job. And do that Cattle Decap show we went to was fucking awesome, dude. One of the best sets I've seen from Immolation too. Like
the sound, dude. The sound for Immolation was incredible. Not only did they nail their set, but whoever was running sound for them was on point.
Dude,
the last couple times we've seen Immolation, they were still really good, but the sound, dude, it was crushing.
The sound at MDF, like, man, they were just louder than shit.
Yeah.
But I mean, killer set. But yeah, this was like hearing some deep cuts from Dawn of Possession and Failures for Gods.
Oh man.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All about that.
You guys are making me feel jealous now.
All right. Per my phone, the first show we went to, and I might have missed pictures somewhere, but per my phone, the first show we went to was Gorod.
Oh, dude, Gorod was sick.
Whoever else was on that bill. Cognitive.
Yep. Cognitive was great. I mean, brutal as hell. It was good hanging out with Rob, too.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, Flub was awesome. First time ever seeing that band. But yeah, Gorod blows me away every time. Like the technical precision and just how loose it is. Like they're groovy and fun for tech death.
But especially how they nail that live. Like,
it's
man,
like that constant tapping.
All right. Per my phone, the next show we went to, well, you didn't go, was
So
when
Tracy, 6 times? Jesus.
Wow.
Fuck yeah.
The next show was when Brian got us into Skeletal Remains.
See, I missed that one. That was right before something else.
That was right, well, because the next day we went and saw Revocation and Morbid Angel and Skeletal Remains and Crypto.
The Cursed Tour.
Yep.
I almost went to that damn show. Oh my god.
And then Denver Death Fest.
I'm so sad now.
I mean, Denver Death Fest had a lot of cool stuff going on there, dude. Mall. I mean, even the solo mall show we saw at the Ottawa Tavern, that was fun.
Mall and Phobophilic.
Dude, Unearthed and Revocation.
That was a nasty tour. I was talking about that the other day. Dude, Unearthed. Oh.
Dude, they played like every song I wanted to fucking hear.
Yep, me too.
Oh, dude, lots of cuts from the Oncoming Storm. That is such a fucking good album.
Dude, the show we booked with Necrotic Wasteland, that was a killer set with Axioma.
Axioma's amazing every time I see him. And dude, Necrotic Wasteland, dude, Dallas is just a fucking riff machine.
I am still jealous you guys got to hang out with Dallas.
We ran into him at the Suffocation Incantation show too, since he lives in Michigan now. So he was going to hang out, and he was fucking partying up and hanging out with his buds. It was fucking awesome.
Yeah, Pierce was like, somebody told me Dallas Toller Wade's here, and I was like, oh shit.
Then he walked by, like, Dallas, what's up? I was like, hey, man.
He was drunk.
Oh, he was definitely drunk, but he was having a ball. Like I saw all the pictures and shit. Yeah. God, man.
Man, just hearing these shows you guys have gone to makes me sad.
I mean, Heavy Hell was incredible once again. Dude, finally seeing Temple of Void there. Yeah, dude, Temple of Void.
Profanatica too.
Profanatica. They were so delightfully blasphemous. I loved it. They had so many naughty things to say about Jesus. FTA. FTA was awesome. I missed that tour. I'm gonna
see if I can attempt FTA since that's only 6 hours along the river.
Oh, that one. There's no way in hell I'm missing that. Prong and Voivod.
I saw that in my email that came up.
Dude,
100% going to see Prong and Voivod.
Yeah, dude. Prong's been a bucket list band for me for years. That's one of the gateway bands for me. I got Cleansing. I just got it because it was a gross album cover with a fucking fish eyeball and a fork. Like, yeah, all right, this is bound to be cool, and it totally was. And
I was just,
Voivod's amazing.
Yeah. And I was just saying to John before you came back that I am going to see about going to a Monomarth, Cannibal Corpse, Obituary, Frozen Soul, and Hoover Heights.
I would, but like it's either in Dayton or Grand Rapids, and both of those are like a haul.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. And I just saw a Monomarth. I've seen Corpse like 7 times. I just saw Obituary too. So yeah, I'll probably miss that one. But the Vader tour that's going on.
Yeah, dude.
With what Inhuman Condition? Oh no, was it Origin and Inhuman Condition on that one?
Yes. Yep.
Yeah. Done. I'm already planning on buying merch.
Let's see.
I don't need another Vader shirt. I'll probably
I'm gonna get one.
I mean, Vader just crushes live. Like, God damn it! That band moves at like Mach 10, and it is.
Levi, I don't think you really want to know how many bands Nick and I have seen. I tell you what,
probably not because I'm gonna cry.
The list of bands I haven't seen is smaller than the list of bands I have seen.
Yeah, I mean,
and I was just looking at the Vader tour dates. Still no Cincinnati. God damn it! Come to Columbus or Cincinnati bands, please.
I could have sworn there was like
the closest places.
Oh, I think it's the Prong and Voivod one. I think the first date is Ace of Cups in Columbus.
Yeah, there you go.
What's the dates on that though? Like, is it March, April?
I think.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, hold on here.
Because I know that Amon Amarth Cannibal Obituary Frozen Soul shows in May, like mid-May.
Here we go.
I do want to see if I can go to more than one show in 2024. And I am really considering going to FTA.
February 28th in Columbus.
Yep. Wait a minute. For what show?
Voivod and Prong.
Oh, Voivod. I thought you were looking up Vader.
Oh, no. I mean, I can look up Vader. I don't think they had one. He said they didn't even have a Cincinnati date.
Nah.
Nope.
Like,
yep. Come to the Sanctuary.
Yep.
Like, hell, the fucking... I don't even... Wait, which site are you guys looking at?
No, I just looked it up and found the tour post images.
Okay.
And yeah, we're probably doing the Fort Wayne one because Fort Wayne, it's an easy trip, and Pierre's is a fucking great club.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, I am. If I can convince my folks to go, I probably would go to FTA myself and just let them go other places, and I'll just be with you guys the whole
Well,
time.
here's the thing: there's no other places there. At Full Terror Assault, there's nothing for miles.
Absolutely not. Let me if I could send you that video, Levi, I will. I took a video of us leaving our Airbnb and then driving to the actual site where FTA was, and there's nothing. There's not a goddamn thing.
The closest civilization is probably Evanston, Indiana, and that is
11 miles from where we were.
No, that's long. It was farther than that.
They said there was another town.
There's another. Yeah, Elizabeth
town,
something like that.
I mean, that's not.
They said it was like a bigger touch because it had it's got a gas station.
Yeah,
because that town we were in didn't even have a gas station.
Yeah, no gas station. No, they had. So the one restaurant was inside the state park. They had really good food, but
yeah.
And then the other one was like a little mom and pop country store that had like chips and soda in it, and then it had a restaurant, and then that was it.
Yeah, dude, that country fried steak I got was fucking bad.
Dude, it was killer. Dude, all the food we had there was killer.
Yeah, but yeah, like that shop was even kind of sparse, and like, they instantly just know is like, yeah, you guys are here for the big metal show. I was like, yep, we're stocking up on Gatorade so we don't die.
How much were tickets for FTA?
For
all 3 days.
For all 3 days, it was like 200 something.
That's actually really fucking good.
I mean, it's not bad considering the amount of bands you get, and
yeah,
like it's a big open park. I mean, you can rent a cabin there, which, that's probably more of a better idea than what we had. I mean, the Airbnb was nice. It was nice to come back to like air conditioning,
bed,
lack of snakes and
yep.
wildlife.
Yeah.
But driving that little drive every night on those twisting blind corner hilly roads.
Unreal. It was an unreal experience.
Really easily, I bet.
And there's no cell phone service.
Yeah.
So if you get lost, that's it.
Yeah. This one's like that's kind of an advanced level fucking fest, I would say. Like you have to be prepared. Like if shit goes squirrely there, like I imagine they probably have to get like sheriffs from like I don't think there was like a sheriff's office or anything. There was like a fire department and the mayor's office, same building.
They'd probably dial in Kentucky because
or get like a light fight or something like that. Like like we played it like we were probably the most sober people there. It was like really sad.
I smoked part of a joint with somebody and that was it. That was the only thing I had for all 4 days.
Yeah, I didn't even have a beer. And we got offered everything.
Yeah.
I don't know. Part of me would just be morbidly curious to see those fucking gravy challenges and the air sex competition up close and just being like, what the hell am I witnessing here?
I mean, honestly, you could enter in on that one and instantly make $25 if you just puke. Everyone that threw up,
I do puke a lot.
$25.
I wouldn't have any problems with that.
No, it was wild. Like the beer Olympics, the beer ninja course was pretty damn crazy. The air sex one was just weird and awkward.
And I remember watching the video when you guys talked about that, how they were just dancing, and John goes, "No, don't dance, fuck."
Yeah, no, that was the dude kept saying. I was like, "Nah, you're missing it. I know, just fuck the air, just fuck."
It was a bizarre experience. It was entertaining, but man.
And what for that gravy challenge, whatever the fuck, didn't you guys say that Harley from Crowbags was there watching it?
Yeah, he was right by us. Like, yeah, he walked right by us. I saw the skull tattoo in the back of his head and was like, "Oh shit!" He's not tall, but he is cock
He's a big fucking dude.
And dude, Chromax whooped ass. Like, man, that was a killer set. That was a big bucket list band for me, dude. Weed Eater was, dude. Dixie is. I don't even know how that man is able to walk and talk with all the shit that he has done in his life, and some of it continues to do. Like we heard when we were talking to Igor or Amadeus.
Yeah,
he says like, "Oh man, there was one time I saw a Weed Eater where he had a bottle of NyQuil and a bottle of DayQuil, and he was going back and forth." I was like, how? I was like, I don't know.
Holy hell.
I robo-tripped a lot in my late teens. That was my thing for a long time. And I can guarantee you from experience that it is really hard to do anything like walk, talk, not a thing. So to get up there and still play, I don't see it.
Oh, dude, his mic check was one of the funniest things I heard. Crack rocks. Mom, that sounds good.
You sure he wasn't just impersonating Tyrone Biggums from Chappelle's Show there?
No, that's his voice. Like he is the most like his voice sounds like a gremlin that's been smoking cool since it was born.
Yeah,
like unfiltered, and washing down the cigarette butts with like Jack Daniels.
Oh dear Lord.
And well, he had a bottle. It was either a bottle of Jack or a bottle of Evan Williams. But yeah, he was just regularly just taking a pull from it, going right back to it, and dude, their sound was awesome.
Levi, Tenacious D said it best: "You're not hardcore unless you live hardcore."
Yeah.
So,
and cock push-ups.
I'm the least hardcore guy you'd know.
That's the spirit. I really like picking up what you're throwing down here. This self-esteem ride you're on is just electrifying.
Wait a minute. Is that a tour?
What?
Is that a tour? Hold on.
Are cancer bats and fuming mouth?
I
might go see that.
Hold on here. Let me I'm gonna look up that. Yeah, there it is. Pontiac at the Crowfoot.
What, the Crowfoot?
27th.
That'd be something sweet to see.
I mean, yeah, cancer bats, ex-cops. Holy shit, ex-cops. Well, I mean, obviously without Rocky and Fuming Mouth. That could be fun. Age of Befuddlement tour.
That's a hell of a way to bill it.
Oh, wait a minute.
Well, guys, I feel like I'm about to doze off here, so I'm gonna have.
All right, man.
It was fun hanging out, and happy birthday, Nick. Hell,
thank you, man.
If possible, I might even get you a special tabletop game. I actually forgot to bring this up because since you said you got that thing game, I'm thinking about getting you that Christmas Vacation card game.
Honestly, like that's I'm so like anti-Christmas. I hate it. But yeah, Miller's like the biggest Christmas Vacation fan, like that movie is ritual for him to watch. He's already watched it like 3 times.
That's like the Jim Carrey Grinch movie with me. It's a ritual.
Die Hard.
I watched Die Hard 1 and 2 this week.
I haven't watched Die Hard yet. We watched Black Christmas, which was great, and Krampus. Krampus is an awesome movie.
Jess has never seen Trading Places. So
I fucking love that movie.
We've been working our way through that, and then the next is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. So,
just when you think you know your friends.
And I'm still gonna watch Home Alone. I know we watched part of it at your mom's house the other day.
Yep. I mean, yeah, Home Alone's pretty much necessary. I still love that movie. Just watching Joe Pesci not swear.
Yeah, like how much it has to be a struggle for him to not swear.
And I do want to watch at least one more time.
I don't know. There was one I did want to watch. I mean, I want to watch Gremlins again.
We watched Gremlins a couple days ago.
I want to watch the Guardians of the Galaxy special again.
I tried watching it. I thought it was terrible.
What?
It was like, dude, this is the most unfunny thing. This is bad.
Oh, stop it.
No, but yeah, Gremlins. I know, like Beats brought up. I think I've seen Gremlins. Like, no, you haven't, because whenever it got remotely scary, you kind of walked off. So you haven't. It's okay. You'll get there.
Scary. I mean, I guess to a child, yeah.
Beats is still kind of like, is this like a scary part here?
Bad Santa. I forgot about Bad Santa.
Bad Santa's.
I haven't seen that in
not as much, but the
years.
first one. Yeah. Bad Santa's great.
Yeah. Well, anyways, I'll see you guys later.
Later, buddy.
Later, man. Enjoy your holiday. Okay, he's gone. Well, still enjoy your holiday. Damn it.
Yes. If you're still watching, enjoy your holiday.
Yeah, I'm still trying to think of like other shows we hit this year.
I mean, let's see. So after Denver Death Fest, it was because we went to a show almost immediately when we got home. Let me see.
Was it Mall?
Yep, Mall and Philip.
Yep.
Yep, and then I gotta do better at taking fucking pictures, man, because I know we're missing a bunch. Because Heavy Hell would have been the next one in line, but that was in August. I feel like we went to something in between there.
I've been taking pictures at shows. So, yeah.
I haven't either. I've been fucking failing on that one.
I know. I mean, I could go look at the the t-shirts acquired, but
see, I can't even do that. Like, not this year.
Well, not for all of them, but for some of them.
I mean, I bought shirts at some of them, but not Garia and Wolves in the Throne Room. That was badass.
Yeah. Oh, that was awesome, dude. Dude, Black Braid. God.
Yep. Black Braid fucking killed it, just like I thought they would. Ulcerate.
Oh yeah, dude, that Ulcerate show was. I mean, all right. I wanted to like Altars more, but I thought it was kind of I don't know. Like I still can't get into their newer material. Like that first album is killer.
I think their sound was a big issue too.
Yeah, Ulcerate sound was fucking perfect.
Ulcerate sounds was perfection.
Jeff went to that show. I guess Altars had like better sound for that one because he ended up really liking them. But he said, yeah, Ulcerate was like, I can't even describe how cool that was. Like, you probably can, and we would probably understand because we were there. Oh yeah, hold on here. Well, I mean, that's for you.
Yeah, I'm doing a list. I'm shooting it this week, and then I'm editing it. So
don't worry, I'll help you out.
Yeah, it may not be.
I'll show you what to do. Like it's really cut and dry. And like I said,
I've done it before. Just something because I know me. I know I'm gonna fuck up a bunch, and then it's gonna take me forever to do it.
Yeah, and this one, we're probably going to do some retro reviews like January and February because that's generally kind of slow months for releases. But there's definitely a handful that I've, picked out like single albums, and then like since you have to have a minimum of 5 for us to do a ranking. There's some ones that have like 4 or 3 or 2 album runs that we could definitely knock out. But yeah, there's definitely a couple in particular I want to cover just because it's time. But yeah, no, we're gonna do some retro stuff. That's probably gonna wait till after the holidays.
Yeah, after the ranking, I'm not doing shit for at least a few days.
I got some solo stuff I'm gonna shoot after everyone's got their rankings in, and then then we'll start working on stuff because I know there's some stuff coming out in January. Like it's not like the biggest releases, but there are some that we definitely wanted to cover. But
I'm gonna figure out what the fuck's going on with this house before I fill this room full of shit and do all the soundproofing and whatever. Like I want to figure out where we're gonna live.
Yeah.
before I get back into my shit. But then I'm gonna start What's John jamming because I've got a bunch of shit that I've been sitting on for a long time and I feel bad about it and like it just hasn't happened. So.
Later, Robert. Thank you. Thank you, Heavy Therapy.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, yeah.
I feel
when you get a lot of quality releases, like that's the big pain. Like there was a point I think in November, it was like, okay, like they just need to get all the sucky ones out now. But that didn't happen.
Let's see. I mean, definitely a Suffocation show, although I don't remember which one. We've seen Suffocation, what, 6-7 times probably?
Fuck.
Yeah, in the last
maybe
couple of years, I've seen him a bunch. I definitely got into the show. I just have no idea which one.
I know I got this one at the Farewell to Frank one. Thank you, Andres. Hey, I know this guy. Thanks, Ben. Nope. I'm gonna have like insoles in maybe.
I want to get one of those like chairs that you carry with you and that prop up.
James, you got a strong back. I can piggyback the entire time. You're young.
Well, they're not going to have it at the power plant or at Edison lot, so I'm not going to have to worry about standing on uneven pavement for.
Everybody's still going to have to worry
days.
About standing. No, James, you'll have to give me whatever that awesome mixed drink you came up with and showed me. Like, here, have this. That thing was one of the most refreshing things I had all day, and it was enough booze in it to make me forget my feet were hurting.
Well, I'm gonna have one next time then.
That one was fucking delicious. Let's see. Well, I think we already were talking about this one. Like good on Portnoy coming back. Mangini will find work because he's an incredible drummer in his own right.
Yep.
Again, the person that I wish would leave Dream Theater is still there, and that's still James LeBrie because I think his vocals are shot. And they could probably find someone that could sing better because I've heard like some of the live stuff recently wasn't great, but yeah, Portnoy being back, that's awesome because Portnoy's a beast. I actually covered their last album in a collection update. They actually sent it to me because they're like super cool dudes. And that new album they put out is their best album so far, in my opinion. Just riffy and mean and fast as shit. And yeah, The Bleeding is an awesome band. Hold on here. Desiccation? I don't think I've listened to that one. I don't think so.
Desiccation?
We're definitely going to cover the new master when it drops. I already have a feeling I know what it's going to sound like. But, master has a sound. It's straight up old school death metal. And, I mean, that's what I'm ordering. That's what I expect to get. Oh, agreed. Agreed. Like I used to be a bigger fan of him, but I just think his vocals are not great. That's it. Yeah. Oh, dude. Yeah, that thing had some strumph to it. Like, ooh, all right. But it was tasty and it was so chock full of fucking ice. Like that was beyond refreshing. And like I said, there's enough booze in it to make me forget my feet hurt. That's important. I honestly need to listen to more Oliver. I know, like, I really want to get their earlier stuff because I know it's good. I've listened to some tracks on YouTube. I just haven't got it yet. Maybe that's a post.
I've never heard them.
Oh, Oliver, all right. Their earlier stuff is just flat out awesome black metal, and then they turned into like kind of proggy ambience. I mean, it's really good. It's just totally not what they were doing. Yeah, that's one I missed this year, and I know a lot of people loved the new Fires in the Distance. I've heard nothing but good things about it. Yeah, it's one of those I'll probably end up picking up. Thank you once again. And honestly, when Barney did that Metallica cover, that was one of the coolest moments in Dream Theater history, in my opinion, because they did Damage Incorporated, and yeah, it was great hearing Barney on vocals on that.
Hearing Barney anytime. It's even more of a treat to see Barney.
Submerged and Vulnificus. I don't know those. Yeah, again, there's going to be a lot of bands I probably check out courtesy of like what you guys bring up in the comments. And when John puts up his list, make sure to throw in all your lists to him too, because I can go through those as well.
Yeah.
Because
we take a lot out of our comments.
Oh yeah, I mean, if I see a band appear enough on the comments, like, oh wow, everyone's bringing up this one, that's generally one that I'll go hunt down later. But yeah, keep loading up the comments with suggestions, because we're always looking for cool stuff to listen to.
Yeah.
And what is this one? Unfurl. I've heard that band's name drop before, but I have not listened to it.
Unfurl, huh? Let's look
Yeah, actually, I'm checking. No, like I got a list on top of my list here from the last stream we did. Porta Negra. I can't read my writing. Grave Pleasures, Mesro. I know that was one that Levi was really high on. Decapitated Christ. The Right, Dope Lord. I am 100% going to find some Dope Lord, because I heard a lot of stuff.
Especially since we're now a legal state.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's what I want to do. I don't know if I'll end up doing that one, because they're not. I mean, it's not a metal band, but Killing Joke is like kind of one of those bands that isn't a metal band, but is really important to heavy music in general. And rest in peace, Jordy. His birthday would have been the same day as mine, and so he would have been 65. Dude was a legend. He's pretty much like The Edge, but with riffs. Let's see, what was this one? Torture and Enduring. Probably Enduring. Freedom's my favorite release of 2023. Basically, Mortal Decay, if it was only slams. That's all right. That sounds brutal as fuck. I mean, Mortal Decay is already brutal as hell. That's one I saw recommended in the comments, and one I did not get a chance to check out. But I don't know. That's one I'm probably just going to have to check out a couple of tracks and see if it sounds good. Again, like I said, these next couple of collection updates that I do after my list are probably going to be all shit I missed. And I'm probably going to be basing a lot of the pickups on the comments and such. Like, I definitely have some already targeted for sure. Oh, Jesus.
All right.
All right.
You got me.
Hardcore sludge and stoner thrown in with progressive death metal.
Done.
Can't threaten me with a good time.
Right?
Yeah, that sounds...
That sounds great.
That sounds awesome. All right.
It's something I'm going to listen to soon.
We really enjoyed the new Pro Fanatica. I thought it was
great.
I thought it was a little stripped down, but man, when it came down to like them just, it wasn't necessarily like a black metal album this time. Like there was a lot of like death metal and death doom moments on it, and dude, heavy
as fuck.
Like dude, when they came down to those big droning riffs and the death doom breakdowns and shit, like my God, that guitar tone,
yeah,
horrifying at times.
Yep, I loved it.
Yeah, and they killed it live. They sounded great live.
Yes, they did.
Yeah, I mean, Paul Etney loves to let the crowd know what he thinks about Jeebus. He does not hold back.
And in Indiana, nonetheless.
Mm-hmm. No, not a problem, man. Like, I know when we get more people on here, it gets a little bit more chatty between us, but I try to, like, go over the comments at some point.
Yeah, like the last time we had a stream, our intention was to go through comments, and then everybody got to talk, and then before you know it, we're 6 hours in, we're like, fuck.
We haven't talked to anybody in the chat. Oh, fuck. Yeah, I mean, that happens. That's kind of part of live streams. I mean, at some point, I mean, one of the channels that we hang out with will more than likely do like a New Year's Eve stream. Like I'm a giant, pussy about going out on New Year's Eve just because, dude, I don't know. I know about too many horror stories, people getting in wrecks and.
Well, and I'm older now. Like I don't give a crap,
I would rather stay in my sweatpants and go out. Like, oh, we're having a themed party and it's this, and hey, that's cool and all, but I just, don't really do that anymore.
Have some tasty lettuce.
Yeah, got a candy bar I can snack on.
I do too.
I could make for a very irresponsible stream.
Yeah.
But that could be fun, and it might happen on a different channel, so who knows?
Right, exactly. And it won't happen on our channel, so who cares?
Let's see. Yeah, it was kind of close. I don't know. Autopsy was just something so damn special this year. I'm still blown away that 11 months went by after an album that I would consider a comeback album, and then the second one, the one that came out even quicker, was even better.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, like I think it was my number 5 album overall. Like it's that fucking good.
I can't give away numbers yet.
I will
state that it's on my list. I just can't give away numbers.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, you're just welcoming in another year. Let's see. Hold on. What's this? Oh yeah, no. I mean, I can give away that it's on my list. And exactly where it is. It was in my top 10. Hell Ripper rules. Honestly, that new album is the best thing that young James McBain has put out yet. And like, I have to remind myself, that kid is young, and he's already got what is his 3rd, 4th album under his belt. And dude, like his guitar work is insanely good. His songwriting is even better. Like this is legit the best thing that he's put out. That album is absolutely remarkable. If anyone has wavered on not getting the new Hell Ripper, just get it. Just do it. It's fine. Get it.
You don't want to listen to it. It's pretty fucking killer.
Absolutely awesome.
I'm in. You got me. I'm in.
Ooh.
Shred is too.
Yeah. Parasitario from Japan. Dude, all right. I mean, Japan and old school death metal, I'm down. Japan just has like such a wild scene there. I love it. Like I never know what I'm gonna get, and that's part of the appeal. Dude, Fester Decay, Anatomia, Psy. Like who the fuck knows what you're gonna get with especially with Psy. Psy is just weird, but I love it. Hey, what's up, Ryan? Thank you, man. No argument here ever. Chris Reifert he's one of death metal's spirit animals. Dude's just awesome. And some of the best fucking death metal vocals in terms of just being over the fucking top.
Right.
Like stabbing.
He and John Tardy should do a duet.
Yeah, or books on tape.
Yeah.
Or no, that'd be audiobooks now. I mean,
but like children's stories, like read the Berenstain Bears.
Thank you, man. Impressed with NWN Nuclear War Now Eastern Bloc series. I don't know. I haven't actually checked out because man, that dude's distro is dangerous. Like he's got so much stuff in there, but I haven't checked out any of that stuff, so I don't know on that one. I am 100% down for that one. You bring up Kirk, and yeah, I'm already sold. Yeah. Let's check it out. Kenny, added bonus there, and I think he's got Todd Strange in there too. And it's John Kelly on drums, I believe. So it's like it's half crowbar, half typo.
I hope Todd Strange still isn't a giant dick.
Yeah, he was. I don't know. I mean, he was kind of unapproachable the last time we saw him, but he might have been in a bad mood.
Maybe.
I don't know. It seems like he's perpetually in and out of crowbar.
Maybe because he's a giant dick.
Let's see. Do you guys like the band Drip? Oh, Dripping. Dripping Decay or just Dripping? Because I know Dripping Decay is just Dripping. It's just standard Dripping. I don't know. I don't know if I know just standard Dripping. I know Dripping Decay. I really enjoyed their EP/demo, and I got to get that full length. Okay. No, I haven't checked that out. Again, I haven't been to Nuclear War Now's distro in a while. All right, just Dripping. Okay. I don't know that one. I know.
Never heard of them.
Yeah, Dripping Decay, The Drip, which is like a grindcore band that were pretty good. But I don't know that one, so I'll have to look into that. And I still need to get some Pharmacists. Like, that's long overdue. I'm going to eventually have to get some because I've heard nothing but good stuff about Pharmacists. Like, I know a lot of our fans like, what the fuck haven't you got Pharmacists yet? Like, oh, no, sorry. I swear I'm a Carcass fan. I'll get it. And then I didn't. Poser status confirmed. Let's see. I'm like hit or miss when it comes down to
a hit or miss for me too. Vocals.
But, yeah, I mean, as long as it's not the steady, just it's got to be creative, like at least with like the cadences or throwing in some like variety in terms of the vocals. Actually, I do like Igor. Igor's wild. Like, it doesn't all completely gel with me, but like there's a lot of stuff he's done that I think is really cool. And the drummer that he has in that band is fucking amazing. Yes. I do want to get the new Grave Ripper. God, Necropanther I almost want to get just because of the name. That's great. That's amazing.
Watch out for this panther. Just trust me. Watch out.
Undead panthers. Like we get like bit by something in the zoo and they just broke loose. And I don't know exactly. Yeah, those other two I don't know, but I mean, I like Black and Thrash. I just like goofy names like Necropanther, so I'm already curious about that one.
Watch out for this guy.
Let's see. Oh, yeah, actually, I brought that one up earlier. I love that one. Actually, it was close to making my year-end list. Just kind of fell on the outside, but yeah. Sisters of Mercy and Depeche Mode Worship. Yeah, sign me up. I like that gloomy, old school kind of gothic, mopey, sexy mopey kind of thing. I don't know.
Sexy mopey.
Sexy mopey. Like
I'm sad.
So forlorn, but I'm not wearing a shirt. In fact, I'm wearing a leather vest with no shirt on it. I mean, would you like to see a nipple? Well, yeah, I love that shit. I've been a Depeche Mode fan since I was a kid. Let's see. All right, so Necropanther is clearly badass. All right. Yeah. No, I want a new Vader. That last one is gonna be hard to beat. Solitude and Madness was so damn good. And I mean, probably want to hit that farewell tour. Like
we're gonna go.
Yeah. Like a nice
way around it.
Yeah. A nice, farewell there. Again, I don't mind them retiring on top if that's what they're going to do. All right. Well, tell you what, you getting sleepy?
Yeah, man. It's 2:30 in the morning.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you to everyone that jumped on here and decided to hang out. This was kind of like an impromptu thing. Like we just wanted to jump on and say hi. And year-end lists are coming. A whole bunch of other stuff is coming, but mostly year-end lists. Like that's what we're going to try to get out for now. We'll see you next year.
I think after the year-end list, I don't think we're doing shit. So those will be the goodbye to 2023, and we'll see you guys in 2024.
Yeah, in the future. Totally gonna get the floating cars this time. It's happening. All right.
Catch
y'all later.
Later.